Okay. Okay.
Bro, we here, bro. We're here. We are. Oh. All right, we good. I start. Nah, I was just making sure the audio was good. Shout out to my guy Dudley with that early sub for today's episode.
Hello.
Yo, we're here, yo. There's a lot that has happened this past week. My apologies.
Wednesday.
But let me just start by saying my apologies to everybody. This was a really busy weekend for me. I was not able. I had to, in the terms of alpha, I had to edit my video because that's what it's called when you cut a small portion of the video. You have to do full blown editing for that. But no, I just didn't have the time to do it this weekend, y'all. So I pretty much started yesterday. I finished today, and you guys know our podcast episodes are pretty long. So it took like 3 hours for that video to render.
Render, not even post, just the render.
Just render.
Rendering that bitch is a fucking headache.
So,
oh my god.
What I'm gonna do is after hopefully everything goes good with today's podcast episode, and I'll just upload both of them tomorrow morning back to back for you guys. So you'll have not one but two fucking episodes to watch tomorrow.
Are you guys already on your live?
Absolutely,
Yes.
Bro. For 2 minutes now.
Okay. No, I don't wanna.
Nah, I mean, I started mine's like on the starting screen like 3 minutes ago. Like it hasn't been long. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about starting screen. I'm talking about like actually
Live
starting
voices being heard.
Yeah. I just turned that on.
Introductions. We gotta start the podcast. What's going on, guys? Welcome. This is WE BE CHATTIN Podcast, episode 33, right?
Is
I don't know what number it is. I
Yes.
lost count.
It's
I lost
30.
count.
33.
It's 33.
33. I'm MugenPlayz.
Motherfucking alpha.
It's motherfucking alpha, and it's Juhrownee, baby.
Juhrownee, we are your chatters for the day.
We're your chatters. We're your chatters today. We're your chatters tomorrow. We're your chatters every fucking day.
Every day.
You only
every
come to
day.
us for the chatting, because y'all know
And
we
all
the
the
only ones
days
that
that
do
you
it.
watch the
We be
previous
chatting.
episodes and such like that are currently on our YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody that goes over there and shows us love.
Right.
Well, I actually have a before I forget because I know I'm gonna forget if I don't bring it up now. So for the viewers, if you guys let us know if you guys think this would be a good idea, since I think all of us have the AMC A-list pass, right? All of us do.
Mhm.
All right. So, what do you guys think of like every week we watch at least one movie in the theater? Obviously, since we already have the pass, might as well fucking use it. Watch a movie every week that people recommend us to watch that's in theaters right now, and we do a review every Wednesday on a different movie.
It's actually not a bad idea. I actually like that a lot.
I'll be down for that.
We'll do it our review segment.
Yes, because I've already watched Eternals, and yesterday me and Randy went to watch the Clifford movie, which is actually
Yo, he
really
was
good watch.
really proud of that last
it
night.
was a good movie, bro.
We were
It was a
on
good
Discord
movie.
yesterday. We were playing Apex, and we were like, I was like, yeah, you know, me and Jordan, we just went to go see Eternals. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Me and Randy went to go see Clifford, bro. I should say that.
Bro, I'm telling you
Alright.
guys, for anybody that owns a dog or loves dogs, period, if you go watch that Clifford movie, yo, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it from the beginning, bro. Like it's really
I
good.
mean,
It's
I'm
an entertaining watch.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. I just don't want to go out even with the AMC A-list thing. I just
Like,
don't want to
go
go out
out
of
of
my
your way
way
to, like, go to a
watch
theater
it
to watch
to
that
the theater.
shit.
I'm gonna wait. I mean, HBO, whoever gets it, HBO Max or whoever, I'll definitely watch it when it comes on there. 1,000%.
Ah, bro,
Right.
listen, ain't nothing like going to a theater and watching a movie on the big screen, just chilling.
I mean, listen, bro. That's also
And-
true, but when you pay to have a really nice TV and a sound system, you get pretty close at home. And when you soundproof your room like I do,
That's not true because I do
Not
have
the
a
same.
65 inch
Not the
that
same.
like never turns on. I was telling you yesterday, like I never use my TV.
I've been home for a month and I haven't turned my TV on.
but that doesn't does that mean that your TV
And I have
is
a
shit or you
60
just don't
inch.
want to use it?
Nah, I just don't wanna
Exactly.
use that shit.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's
use
not
it.
even that I don't
Exactly.
want to use it. It's just like I haven't had the purpose to use my TV. Like if
Oh, I
I'm
do.
watching
I
a
watch
movie or
everything
something,
on
I
there.
just watch it. I just watch it on my computer screen. Like,
Oh no,
whatever.
I'm
Right.
I'm straight. I paid money for this 4K TV, I'm gonna watch shit on there, bro. I'm gonna make sure I do. But I mean, to each their own. I'm the opposite. I'd rather not. If I'm doing something, even if I'm on the PC, I will legitimately turn my TV on and start watching it there instead of.
Oh,
on my computer.
we know this. We know this, Mister.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I don't want to watch it on Discord. I want to watch it on my TV.
Yeah, because why the fuck would I watch it at 720p when I have a fucking?
What you mean? So you can
4K
watch it
TV
with the
gang, bro.
boys.
I can still watch it. I can still watch it with y'all while I'm watching it on my
This man's never
TV.
down,
No,
bro.
it's not the same. It's not the same because you won't be able to hear us mentioning, like, saying any comments or whatever we're doing on Discord.
I can still have my headphones on.
Right.
We literally did that
You're
for
gonna have
all
your
of
headphones-
WandaVision. Yes.
You have your well. That's you see.
You
That's
don't even
you're
need
you're
to have
taking
your
away from the
headphones on. You
experience.
just, I guess. But you know what, Alpha? You know what? We'll continue watching Dexter together, and
Yeah, we could do that also.
It's been a
So-
miss out.
So I wanted. So talking about movies, I want to start off by because a few people hit me up on Instagram like, "What are you talking about, bro? This shit is gonna be fire." I'm like, maybe, but we don't know that yet. The Spider-Man movie, the trailer came out yesterday, and I'm a little worried. Not gonna lie, well, not a little worried, extremely worried.
I think that movie. I think that movie's gonna be phenomenal.
Too.
If it's
It's,
not 3 hours, if the movie isn't 3 hours, I'm gonna be worried.
I mean,
100%, I'm gonna be
the
worried.
movie definitely isn't gonna be 3 hours for a
It's
fact.
not.
Eternals was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and that movie, bro, like,
Oh my god, that explains a lot.
yes, it's very slow. It's
Oh my
very
God.
slow movie. It's
The
a very
pacing
slow
was
movie.
like the biggest enemy of the Eternals movie, bro. The
Honestly,
shit-
it should have been a Disney Plus series. This
Yup.
way, each
That's what I
episode could
said.
be dedicated to each Eternal. You could do up to like 8 hours on that, and it wouldn't even feel like a thing. It's like, oh, okay, we watched one episode 1 week. Cool. It's the introduction of the Eternals.
I heard that like
and then-
I think I remember hearing somewhere that like that was one of the original things that they wanted to do with the Eternals, only because I think when they were talking about it at the Disney investor meeting thing where they like put out all the stuff that they're planning for like the next couple of years. That was one of the things that they wanted to do, and the director, she was still gonna be the director, Chloe Zhao, and the reason why they were gonna originally do it as a Disney Plus series is because obviously for the same reasons that everybody thinks they would be able to flesh out the characters more, and then on top of that, they did want to actually like properly introduce Eros and some of the other people and stuff like that.
Hold on. Before we continue, I know this is like a given that every episode, it's you know what we're coming for, right? But spoiler warning.
Yeah, you actually did it at a good time because we technically haven't even spoiled anything yet.
Right.
You did it at the
we're about
perfect
to.
time.
Definitely just.
We're about to.
What was spoiled?
Arrows definitely came out at the end of the movie during the end credit scene.
You said that now. I brought up Eros. They didn't know that he
He
was.
just
in
said the name.
movie.
He didn't like say it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What do you
would've
yes, he did.
exactly.
He said to flesh out their story more and introduce arrows better. That's what he
I
said.
said that's
Yeah,
what they
but it's
said.
already
No.
given that
Listen.
he was introduced.
No, it's not a given. He was not in the movie.
Listen.
What?
This is why Sam Samuelito, bro. This is why this nigga, you gotta pay attention, bro. I said that all of this was said at the Disney investor meeting 2 years ago. So this is not a spoiler. This is stuff that's been out in the public for 2+ years already.
The arrows was in the Eternals movie. No, it wasn't.
No, that they wanted to flesh out all of the Eternals characters, like the Eternals, Eros, and all these other characters that they wanted to bring from it.
But talking about that, the fucking, that's the thing though. The Eternals don't really have a good backstory to them.
Oh no, I meant like their characters that they wanted to put in the.
No, but I'm
the
talking
group that
about.
they're
I'm talking
giving
about
us.
if they did. I'm talking about if they did make a series to try and do that with the characters. I mean, sure, we would have got like a better backstory for them, but like the characters themselves aren't too interesting because they don't. Really do much
I was
in the
gonna say
comics.
they would have probably tried. They would have. I feel like the point of that would have been like to make us care more about the characters.
Yeah,
Like
which
that's
I
what I
mean,
felt like that they would have tried to do with that, because it was like I watched the Variant guys. They did their podcast. Their episode came out on Sunday, and like, yo, the dude that does the show, Aris, he like, yo, he was so passionate because you know, like he knew about, like, he knows the Eternal story and their backstory, and like he was so passionately talking about like his first thing that he said, which had me dying because like that I said that to myself like 10 times during the movie. He was like, my biggest question is, who the hell was the villain? Because he was like, half the time, and they're going against each other. Yo, that shit had me crying, bro.
Right. It was more like internal conflict than anything.
Yeah,
and then there's deviants there. Okay.
Well, so talking about that, that's another thing. Like, the Eternals already don't even have like a really good story behind them, to make them that interesting. But the fact that they even fucked that up to like immediately. I mean, I know Juhrownee is gonna say what he told me the other day, but like when you say that you don't get involved in conflicts unless deviants are involved, and then Thanos is out here just massacring the whole half of the fucking universe, and these niggas is like, nah, he's not a deviant, so we're not gonna go and do anything. Doesn't make any fucking sense, because that's
but they
literally
didn't
the
say
main
that he wasn't
thing.
a deviant, though.
They didn't have to say that, because they literally said we don't get involved unless deviants are involved. And
Arishem could have lied to them.
About
Which
what?
he pretty much did 90% of the
well,
time.
Well, the thing is that Thanos is literally like he's the most fleshed out eternal deviant, period. Like out of all of them, when he was born, it was a really big deal.
How would they but remember, they got their memories wiped, so they knew about Thanos, but they didn't know that he was a deviant. How would they have known that he was a deviant? In what way was that explained? And by all means, I'm not trying to like defend like shitty plot that we got from this movie, because let's be real. But like, in what way was it ever established in the MCU that they know that Thanos was a deviant? Right. Arishem lied to them 99% of the time. He could have told them, "Yo, let that shit happen. That's natural selection." You know what I mean?
How the fuck did this one deviant gain intelligence? How did it know it could just take Eternal's powers and then like replicate them?
The plot holes.
How did it know that it would evolve?
Yeah, like there's bro. They literally like, it's the
I
plot.
also don't blame him for trying to tentacle bang Angelina Jolie.
That's a fact.
I would have done the same.
Yo, bro, that shit had
also he had the power of Gilgamesh and Ajax to heal himself, and she just sliced him twice, and it was GG's. I forgot.
Well, I mean, she first cut like his head, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like the way they did it, it was just so like yo, really, like that was just so anticlimactic. Like they couldn't have had like a legit like 2-minute little fight right there. Like, oh, she can absorb
like. I'm gonna call it bipolar.
Mad weary.
Mad random.
Yeah.
That was random as fuck. Like, out of nowhere, everybody's like, she's chilling. She's like, yeah, I just killed a bunch of deviants, da da da, and then all of a sudden, we're all gonna die. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
It doesn't make sense when they say that your memories are wiped, and then here's Angelina Jolie. Oh, she has too many memories. It's like, how?
Right.
How?
If everybody starts with a blank slate.
They made Arishem honestly like the only thing that was good about him was the animation and like the whole projection of him talking to Ajax and Cersei. But Arishem was fucking trash. All the deviants got out of control. You're the Prime Celestial. What the fuck are you talking about, my nigga? You created a universe. You telling me you can't erase a couple 100 or 1,000 deviants from existence?
He can.
Up, my nigga.
He can. 100%.
Come on, my nigga. Like
he can destroy the whole universe.
Really, they got out of my control. So I made you guys, so you guys wouldn't evolve and adapt. And when they started evolving and adapting, he's like, I guess I'm gonna have to talk to you guys too. We're gonna have to put you on top.
Man, said that Travis Scott in the galaxy, man. Said.
Well, remember.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, bro. Like, what is this nigga? Like, Arishem, what are you doing, dog? Like, what's going on?
Remember, so that shows anything that's like.
I did like that they were able to like actually properly display a celestial in that sense. And I was telling Juhrownee in the theater, I was like, this is great, because I feel like this was like a test run to like actually like bring in Galactus.
Yeah, so actually we mentioned that.
Yeah, we were talking about that too when we watched it. I feel like in the and I'll go into a theory that I was hearing about later. I talked about it with Sam a couple of days ago about like what MatPat had brought up about like the whole Thanos thing. But no, that is true.
Galactus and Dormammu.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, well, you saw it in the credits. The main credits are like fucking 20 minutes long alone because it has so many fucking VFX artists.
Fucking visual effects artists. Yeah, I was like, God damn, how many
I will say this. Look, overall,
it looks great.
The movie looks great. I would honestly, I still think, even though Spider-Man hasn't come out, obviously since Spider-Man hasn't come out yet, it's the last MCU movie for this year. So far, Shang-Chi by far is the best movie. After now that the Eternals came out, I bumped the other around. Black Widow for me easily, like I rewatched it again on Disney Plus. Probably give it like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Shang-Chi for me is like 8.5, and then Eternals is probably like another 7, bro. Eternals, because the thing is, Eternals, it still looks fucking beautiful. Eternals looks fucking beautiful.
Well, the thing is, we live in the era now where we can't go based off of, oh, it looks great, because everything is pretty much gonna look fantastic now.
But like after, especially after watching it the second time, like the second time around, even knowing what was gonna happen and knowing where the good parts of the movie was, I could have easily slept through everything else, like, and really not missed much. Like that shit, bro. That shit, I was just like,
right. And they're like, oh. Faustus gave up on humanity. He doesn't care about humans anymore. Man, that's a whole ass family.
Also, I mean, I don't blame him, bro. Every time he helped humanity progress, literally a war started. To the point where the last time he helped them progress,
Hiroshima.
Yeah, like I don't blame him, bro. I would have been.
Yeah.
And then
didn't they mention something about that, about how like war needs to happen so that the stronger survive?
Yes.
Or some shit like that.
That's not the strongest survive. It's just that
technological advancements
comes advancements in science and medicine.
Yes. Because that's the only reason we ever want to adapt or, be better at, is finding ways to kill people more efficiently.
Yeah,
exactly.
When you can find a way to kill people, you can learn how to save them too, like reversing it,
and charging us for it.
Right, and using us for it.
I did like what's it called? I don't want to see this part of their story specifically, but just in general, I think all of them probably felt the same way. But at the moment, they gave the scene to Druig, where when he started to like break down, and he was just like, "Yo." Knowing that you could have stopped, like obviously knowing that, having to see humanity pretty much, you guys are able to like here and there plant a little seed, like, hey, look, we're gonna just like leave this plow here, and you'll be able to advance in farming and all this shit. But then seeing that literally every so often they're killing each other and wars and all this crazy shit is happening, and like when Druid broke down and he's like, yo, do you know what 7,000 years of not being able to help save lives will do to you, and like having to constantly see this? And I was like, yo, that's tough. I mean, and it does make, and knowing that he could just literally, none of the other ones could do it, only he could just literally just look at everybody and just everybody stops. And I mean, which is what he ends up doing, in Babylon before everybody splits up. He's like, I'm gonna take everybody and create the fucking Amazon. So
let's talk about Icarus.
Oh, Superman?
You said Superman?
That's another thing. The insane amount of like DC references in this movie.
I don't even care about that. I just care that they literally used this nigga was Superman, bro. They even did the Zack Snyder punch, where he like punched the deviant and then the camera zooms out and then he zooms back in when he's punching again. I'm like, yo, did y'all wrap up this movie like when y'all were watching the Snyder cut? Because my man, that's literally ripped straight out of that.
That's why I love the principle and the way they did their fighting on that show, bro. It was just so beautiful. You got a full panel view of everything going on.
I mean, fantastic. I feel like with animation, you have a lot more freedom to do stuff like that too. I guess
it's not gonna look as fluid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You actually blow majority of your budget making it look more fluid.
Yeah. We're just talking about MCU here.
Right.
Yeah, but they're not.
I don't know if like their DC references were like a jab at DC or like, hey, we see you guys. I
think it was just a fun
no beef.
Well, no, I think about it like this. I feel like the MCU is pretty much like Apple in the sense of like, they may not make something new, but they're gonna make it better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Much.
Innovation, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's funny. Like Icarus, by far probably the most boring character in the movie.
Yo, for real, bro.
Bro, his whole
my
thing too,
God.
like how could you yo, what's good be, how could you know, like Ajax told you 5,000 years ago everything that like she knew everything, and you're just like, all right, cool. What I'm gonna choose to do, me being this powerful broken ass Eternal, what I'm gonna choose to do is, oh, we still have to go through with Arisham's plan. And I'm going to leave everybody by themselves, not even catch up with anybody for 5,000 years. I'm going to leave everybody by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everything comes back into fruition, even if you're afraid of that Arisham is going to, you know, whatever, close you guys out again and send you to a different planet and erase your memories, why is your immediate thought, let's at least finish this plan? Even though I know the person that's supposed to be our prime celestial is lying to us and probably doing something wrong, like something malicious, because like I definitely got that vibe from Arisham. After all that lying and shit, I'm like, yeah, bro, I have a feeling in the next time we see Celestials, probably be in the Eternals movie or whatever they want to do to continue the Eternals.
Guardians of the Galaxy, to be honest.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess for like his reasoning though, it's like he sees it as humanity or whatever planet they get put on, and when the population reaches a certain point, a celestial will be born. Sure, but it's not like they'll die; they'll just have their memories erased and put on a new planet.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Fuck it, I can do that. Shit, no problem.
Bro.
So long as I get to stay with Cersei."
But he won't. He's not gonna
But he
remember
won't.
her.
I mean, yeah, but like, all right. So think of it like this, right? So when they were like, not so clearly, when we see them first created, that wasn't the first time they were created.
When they were coming to Earth.
Off rip, Mans was already like infatuated with her.
Kind of like the
Who's to say that
Hawkman.
wasn't right? Who's to say like that hasn't been?
Well,
like,
no,
their whole continuing thing?
that's Hawkman and Hawkgirl is significantly different because like Hank.
Well, they're already a couple
yeah,
when they
Hank,
were
Hank.
first.
Well, yeah, I was gonna and Hank also is like, yo, we've been a couple for like thousands of years. Well, to our
That's the
knowledge,
thing about the Eternals. Like they don't really
Yeah.
have like that much of a backstory. Like they can just make up whatever they want now with these
Right.
characters. Really.
So based off that, he could just fall in love with her off rip all over again. So
and
He's
maybe,
like, fuck it.
maybe at this point, I don't know, bro. That shit was going everywhere. Like, there's not really like,
also,
like that. There's no real like clear direction.
I feel like the only reason they made this nigga fly off into the sun is because his name's Icarus.
Yeah. That's
Otherwise, he had no justification for that.
That's literally the only reason, bro. That's literally the only reason.
Like, I made the nose heads. I'm like, why is he fly?
The movie that I made, bro. The first like 30 minutes is like deviants. They're the problem, and then it's like, oh, Angelina
So it's like,
Jolie.
cool, we have a clear objective. No
Yeah,
problem.
and then it's just Shorty's bipolar disorder that she has. She's the problem.
Random.
Now. And out of
Random.
nowhere, and it's like, okay, and then they goes so long just dealing with that shit. And then what was the other shit after that? It was they find out that this nigga's been lying to them. So it's like, oh, now he's the fucking problem. And it's like, oh my god. Cool.
The pacing of the movie is not really. It didn't help that whole situation. Like there was no clear cut story. There was no clear villain. The pacing was all over the place. I mean, the entirety of the movie, it was just it was just all over the place.
It was
Like,
really boring,
yeah.
honestly. And then, not only that, they introduced a character in the first half of the movie. No, first like 30 minutes of the movie, and you think he's gonna be
Kid
important,
Harington, yeah.
and then he's just gone.
He was
Like,
literally there just to ask the question, why didn't you help with Thanos?
Yeah, literally.
Yo,
he had all.
dude,
Yo,
that's
bro,
why.
that nigga had
That's it out
literally.
the rest of the movie.
Yo, bro, that nigga. If you look at the trailers, Kid literally had the same. He had the same. Like he literally had just what they showed us in trailers, and then like another minute at the end of the movie. And it wasn't even
Right.
like. Then they teased it again. I have to tell you about my family, and then Cersei just dubs this nigga because Arishem pops up. And she's just like she's not even speaking to him. He's like, "Oh, what's going on? Hello, I know I see this
Right.
big nigga there. Can you tell me what's going on?" Just
Like,
takes her
while we're
away.
watching the movie, I even told Jordan, I'm like, what about your family?
Yo, bro.
Like,
Nah,
she's
Ty,
like,
Ty said the same thing.
I'm
Ty
like,
was when she got taken away and everything got quiet. Ty was like, "So, what about his family?
Right.
Bro, I realized that, like, me and Randy looked at each other. And I was like, yo, it was like 2 hours into the movie, and I'm like, yo, what happened to this nigga, bro? Wasn't he like in this movie earlier?
Bro, that's how little he was and even in the beginning part of the movie. Like you forget towards the end of the movie, you're just like, and then when I was rewatching it again, I was like, yo, there was a couple of, I mean, bro, there were scenes that they could have definitely taken out and used it towards
100%.
giving us, like, at least letting Black Knight tell us about his family's backstory. Like, I'd rather listen to 5 minutes of that,
Right.
than
Like her like giving him the ring, and she's like, "Oh, it has your family crest on it."
who's his family?
What's his family crest?
Yeah,
what
like,
family? Like, what are you talking about?
that's
We
one thing.
literally just met this man the scene prior. He was teaching a class about like what the fuck was it, like Apex?
No, it was poetry.
Poetry, yeah.
This nigga was
like,
doing poetry because he doesn't like I don't know what his fucking thing was in the museum. She's the actual professor. He's just kind of like I guess I work here, so like if she doesn't make it on time, I'm gonna teach the kids about poetry. Like, nigga, like, what do you do, bro? Like, bro, that
I'm
shit.
just like, yo, and then she's like, "Oh, has your family crest on it?" And I was like, I mean, it'd be cool if that was like mentioned before, or he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, this museum's been in my family or whatever for like forever."
Bro, this is the issue with that. Like how we've said before.
Like if he was giving like a backstory of his family to the class beforehand, then I mean, it's still bad.
They didn't set it up. They didn't set up Shiver. Like it's like, bro, it's like what we said before with other series and movies, and like when we had our boy Gershon on here, they're like this is part of the things that these movies and shows do, where the Kit Harington Black Knight character was for the people that knew who Black Knight was, but that's not fair to the general audience, which is the majority of the people that go to watch these movies. Because
it's like a seesaw. Like they do things for the actual fans that leaves like the general like viewers out of the loop, and then they do things for the general fans that piss off the actual.
Marvel.
Like,
thanks Marvel for giving us 3 minutes out of a 3-hour movie. Thanks.
Please.
And that's why I'm worried about the Spider-Man movie.
Why? I'm interested. Why are you worried about that? Can you go into detail?
Bro, if you watch the trailer, what the fuck is a story, bro? Like,
I mean,
like not only that, but there's so much going on. Like so much going on. It's like one. I hate when comic book movies or shows always make it so that all the villains, for some fucking reason, they're friends, which doesn't make any fucking sense when these motherfuckers all work solo for pretty much all the time.
They all have the common thing that they want to kill Spider-Man.
That's fine. That's fine, and
they're not friends. They're working together, but they're not friends.
That's fine. I get that, and I get that. That's fine. But it's still a corny reson to even like to do all that shit for. Right?
No, it's not, because Spider-Man was
if
each and every one of their ass solo.
It'd be easier to
jump that nigga, bro. What are you talking about?
Right? Jump
that nigga.
Bro. These are villains. Like these motherfuckers should not care about anybody else but themselves. That's how.
They don't. They don't.
That's
but
fine.
when they have a common enemy, you have to come together.
That's fine. That's fine. And then it's giving me Spider-Man 3 vibes.
They gave us too much like Doc Ock in this trailer.
I feel like he's gonna be opposite. I don't think he's gonna be the Doc Ock
like
that
a
we
major
know.
point.
Yeah,
he's gonna be
like too much.
Yeah, because you saw that in the trailer. He I feel like they lock him up early in the movie. Not early in the movie, but like he's the first one that they get.
All those trailers are always like in the beginning of the movie, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they lock him up early, and he's gonna be helping them out with all the shit going on. Like I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen.
Like it's kind of like a Sinister Six kind of thing going on right now.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. And I mean, I don't want to assume that Venom will be the 6th, because he doesn't even know who the fuck Spider-Man is, so he can't hate him.
He knows he's in New York.
Yeah, he knows.
At the end of Venom 2,
I know he knows of him. Yeah,
news press of like him being like Peter Parker, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're going to New York."
Yeah, but I like from that I didn't get like, bro. If we're being honest, like if we're really being honest, I feel like out of all the Sinister Six villains, if you want to include Venom probably has the best chance of taking him down solo out of all them niggas. Like you could argue like, yeah, Peter doesn't know how to fight Sandman and Electro and the Lizard. It's more just hand to hand.
Speaking of Electro, I love his design right now.
He looks way better. He looks way better.
He looks
way better,
bro. And when you saw when the lightning was flashing and he had the little he
Like
flashed the
little
mask and shit. Oh my god,
I loved it.
Also, Doc Ock, it looks like they're gonna maybe flesh out at least this Doc Ock a little bit more because you saw that he was like adapting the Stark nanotech into his tentacles in the trailer. That shit was fire.
So you think it's like superior Spider-Man Doc Ock?
Yes, but without the whole Peter in mind thing. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that was probably like the best version of Doc Ock.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I wouldn't be surprised if they pull something where like, because remember at the end I feel like the end of this trailer showed us the possible end of the movie with the whole Doctor Strange was like, oh, all of this shit is like ripping open and I can't stop it. Because when you think about it, I know you shook your head no, Sam, but I watched the trailer like 5 times. You got to pay attention to detail. The shield was already broken and falling down the Statue of Liberty when that was happening. And that happened during the big fight with all of the Sinister Five, let's say. So that has to be the end of the movie because this movie leads into Doctor Strange 2. And Doctor Strange, that's what happened.
I don't think that's the end of the movie. I'm pretty sure that's like towards the beginning.
If
that's
you
definitely
watch the,
I feel like so.
Bro, like I said,
the Brazilian trailer, you can see that in that like big like, oh, they're like jumping towards each other, whatever. So if you look at Dr. Connors, right, which by the way, there was like no mention of that nigga whatsoever until this trailer. I was like, oh, okay.
They were definitely too. They were definitely trying to hide it, bro. I feel like
because I feel like his interaction isn't with Tom Holland Peter. It's probably with Andrew.
That's
because in that trailer, he like things are like falling, whatever, but it's like not near him.
And you see him like get like
reacts
like
he gets either like punched or kicked or something. So that was like edited, so like where they don't show
what it is.
Possibly what other like Spider-Man. It could very well be just other Tom Hollands. Honestly,
that would be whack.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
that'd be really dumb.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying it's very possible that it could be.
Nah, I think, bro. Like I said, I think the trailer showed us a lot more. I wouldn't say this trailer. Like I said, bro, I'm gonna stand on that. This trailer wasn't one of those trailers where they're showing us like the first half an hour of the movie. Like that part right there, bro. Remember, like I said, bro, look back at the trailer, bro, and remember when I say look back at the trailer. That part where Doctor Strange was standing on top of the Statue of Liberty and he's like, they're all coming in and I can't stop them. That was after they had their big fight in the Statue of Liberty already, because the big shield that they had on her, it had already fallen to the ground and all of that shit was broken. I wasn't gonna with all the construction site things around it, so it wouldn't make sense for them to like have that broken down and then it be perfect for the main fight and then be broken down again. Like I feel like that specific scene, I feel like is gonna take place at the probably towards, I want to say it'll probably be like towards the end of the movie, if not all the way at the end before like the credits and shit. Because I realized that from the Eternals trailer too, there was like 2 or 3 scenes from the Eternals trailers that was pretty much like the end of the movie, like their final fight.
Not gonna hold you. Don't even remember the Eternals trailer.
They dropped like months ago, bro. Nobody. They're like one of the lowest viewed trailers from the MCU.
Right. Nobody gives a shit.
All right. Crazy theory.
Yes. Back to the Eternals thing though. The second after credits.
What you say? What you say, bro?
I was gonna say.
What's your theory?
What if they're showing us Electro, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, who else was Sandman? Lizard. What if they're showing us Lizard? What if they're showing us all these characters because they're not the villains of the movie?
Who would be the villain? What do you think?
Well, maybe that's why that's whoever Doctor Strange is warning us about.
Well, if you look at like, all right, so like what they show in the trailer, right? They show his conflict with Doc Ock. What's his name?
Like they have to fight in everything.
There's also the Hobgoblin in the movie, by the way.
Yeah, from Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I freeze framed it.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
I freeze framed that. Because when I saw him dive, I was like, no. They showed
Right.
they showed this nigga's Green Goblin move mad fast in the trailer. That
Yeah.
nigga did not look like him, bro. I gotta freeze that shit. Hell no.
They showed him right after, I think it was.
And also,
So
he had
there's
his things
all
that were
that.
levitating around him too.
Right.
His pumpkin things were levitating around him.
And then there's also the conflict between Peter and Doctor Strange as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because I guess he has like the little box thing that'll like fix everything, the MacGuffin
yeah.
per se. And he's like chasing him around. And he's like, "Yeah, I gotta like fix this." And Peter's like,
I hope that
No,
box.
no,
I have a feeling that box
I
might
feel like that's gonna
might
take
have to
too
do.
much time.
I feel like that box might have a bigger role to play. Like I feel like that might also add on to the whole universe's coming through stuff. Because if they just use that box as like, oh well, you know, this is the reset button, but like, you know,
But, like,
or whatever.
That still doesn't make sense though. Like Doctor Strange, bro, like the guy who literally did not want to give the time stone to anybody, right? Like it didn't matter if he was gonna die right there on the spot. He was not gonna give it up for nobody.
Mhm.
This man is just like, oh, okay, Peter, I got you. Let me erase everybody's memory so nobody knows who you are. I know it's a dangerous spell that can ruin reality, but let me just do it for you, bro, because I got you. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I'll say this much: it does and it doesn't make sense.
Well, I think
because-
the original intention was to just do it, but then Peter fucked it up.
Peter. He said it in the trailer. He was like, "You botched the spell." I
No,
was
but
doing
that's
it
the
right.
that's the thing though. Like he knew Wong warned him about the possibilities of what can happen if he uses a spell.
Yeah.
And he was like, whatever, I'm gonna still do it
When
for
the fuck
Peter.
does he listen to Wong, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
that's also a
But
thing.
it doesn't matter if he listens to Wong or not. It's that we know the fact that reality can literally get destroyed if we fuck up this spell. And you think people knowing who Peter is as important as reality itself? No. He's not. He's not even a universal character. He's a street level fucking superhero. He's not that important in the overall scheme of the universe.
I wouldn't say he's
True,
he's
he
a
is no
street-led-
Night Monkey. Night Monkey's the real universally known.
Like even Scroll Girl is stronger than this nigga, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it.
I mean,
Well,
Squirrel,
Rose Five's stronger than most.
yeah, that's
more
not really a
heroes,
fair.
but, like,
That's
another conversation.
That's like that's
that's
like
just
saying
true.
that's like saying Blue Beetle, bro. Who is this nigga? Superman stronger than him? Obviously, nigga. Like that's the point.
Right.
But this is the thing, though. Yes and no to the whole Doctor Strange stuff. It does make sense because I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange was banking on Peter not fucking the
Not
spell
fucking
up.
the spell, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's
But
understandable.
you're not-
Also,
no,
I
but
feel
you
like
gotta look at the risk versus reward. Like honestly, bro, reality itself. Like think about it, bro. Like right now, you have a spell, so that let's say you did something that's really fucked up or whatever, and you want everybody to forget. But if you mess up a little bit, the consequences is everybody's gonna fucking die pretty much.
How-
Right, but he's
I'll say this
the
much.
Sorcerer Supreme.
No. I'll say this much though.
Exactly.
I'll
but
say
he
this
needs to
much.
have more responsibility in the fact
Hold on.
to not give
Time
money.
out. This is
but
a-
there's something
Fuck up
simple as
reality.
people forgetting that he was Peter Parker. Not that he was Spider-Man. Like, not that Spider-Man's like a thing
Okay,
or
but that's-
whatever happened
that's-
with Spider-Man.
I'll say-
It was
hold
just
on.
Peter Parker.
It doesn't matter
Hold on,
what
though.
the purpose of the spell was. The fact is that the ramifications, if you fuck up, are
Hold
way
on.
too big for that small thing.
Hold on though.
All right, he also took
Hold
a
on.
gamble with Dormammu, and look, that paid off. So,
That's true.
Man, just
But
like-
Also to save the fucking universe. That's
but
different.
listen. This is another big thing that comes out of that too, though.
which is probably why he didn't think it was like that big a deal because it's
Wong,
not like the same-
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Wong just tells him that the spell is too dangerous. They don't know that it's gonna literally crack open the fucking multiverse.
Bro, if Wong, who's his fucking not superior, but he's been there much longer than Doctor Strange. Not that he knows more than him, but he does know a lot. He tells him, "Yo, this is really fucking dangerous. Don't do it. It's not worth it." And he still fucking does it. Like Doctor Strange, I'm pretty sure
He
knows.
also told him the same thing about the time stone. He also told him the same thing about what the fucking spell
Okay,
book. He also
Okay,
tells him that literally.
honestly-
if you watch Doctor
Okay,
Strange again.
but what is the
everything he
difference?
says
But what is the difference though? Look at the risk versus the reward. What was gonna happen if he didn't fight Dormammu?
The risk. You want to talk about risk? You want to talk about a 1 in 14 million chance that this nigga did what he did in Infinity War and Endgame? You want to talk about risk and reward, my nigga? I'm pretty sure
Okay,
he had a
but-
bigger. He had more faith in Peter
So you're gonna
shutting the
so you're
fuck
gonna
up and not fucking this
You're
up.
gonna compare him saving half the universe, which Thanos was about to snap away, is as important as Peter making people forget their names.
Okay,
It's
but
not about.
but-
It's
but
not
it's
about
not-
important, bro. It's
you-
because
you
it's
li-
not as important.
you literally
He didn't like,
also
really
you
consider
literally
it as
just
a
said
threat.
you literally just said too. You got to compare the risk and the we're talking about a 1 in 14 million chance. This had a higher chance of being successful. Peter fucked it up.
No, but the
Peter
thing is, the
fucked it
1 in
up.
50 million chance was for them to survive. If he didn't, regardless, if he didn't do that, they were all gonna die. There was a really big chance that they were gonna die, even if he went through with the plan. So it was literally at that point it was like, all right, I gotta do what I can because at the end of the day, if I don't do anything, we're gonna fucking die. This is not that. Bro, it's just Peter Parker.
So this has a higher chance of being successful. And all they know, at least Doctor Strange knew that the outcomes of those 14 million chances, most of them were gonna be like, yo, we're gonna fuck up and we're gonna die. He took a chance on that. Obviously, he feels like his chances with this are better. And again, I mean, this is all we got from the trailer so far. Wong doesn't tell him that this is a multiverse fucking shattering spell. He just tells him, yo, don't do it. It's dangerous, which he tells him for everything that he does.
Every fucking spell.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the type of character that they're making Doctor Strange out to be in the MCU, which I hate because that's not who he is in the comics. Because in the comics,
he's much more calculated.
like I was just telling Thompson yesterday, in the comics, Doctor Strange just died. Like, he officially died. This nigga literally did a spell when he first became the Sorcerer Supreme, where he wiped himself from existence for a week. In the case of an emergency, for when he dies, for him to come back for a week at that age to find out who killed him and to declare the next Sorcerer Supreme. That's what's going on in the MCU in the comics right now. That's the Doctor Strange that I wish we would have kind of been getting in the MCU. But like I said, bro, he did the same thing with Peter's thing. It's not even taking a chance. It's a simple spell. The ramifications, like Wong said, hey, this is a pretty dangerous spell. You shouldn't do this shit. He also was saying that while he was leaving. But
He's not gonna fight Doctor Strange.
I mean, if he would have stayed, he would have. Doctor Strange. I don't think Doctor Strange would have went through it because Wong would have been there like scolding him, like, "Yo, come on, my nigga."
It's physically there to like stop him from doing it. Like, you have other responsibilities.
yeah.
Sorcerer Supreme. And
They're not gonna.
You don't think the Sorcerer Supreme knows what can happen with any spell that he like? There's the Sorcerer Supreme.
No,
Remember?
I mean, yeah, just because he's Sorcerer Supreme doesn't mean he's like
He knows everything. Yeah, he doesn't.
Like,
It's not, bro.
No, it's not about being omnipotent. He doesn't know all of the spells that like are to ever exist and everything. He's the Sorcerer Supreme because of his magic level, because of his power. He's not the Sorcerer Supreme because once they gave it to him, like, this nigga, that's it. He knows
like
everything that there is about magic. You
universe,
can't tell him nothing. Like, nah, bro. He definitely
doesn't really. He technically doesn't have powers. He's just using.
It's magic. His magic power. He absolutely has power. It's magic power.
It's his magic affinity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's that though. Like, he doesn't know everything. He's a Sorcerer Supreme because of his level, because of his magic power and the affinity. But he's gonna continue. And this, bro, we already know how it is too. It's happened in the comics millions of times, that it's gonna happen in the movies going forward. He's gonna continue to fuck up. He's probably gonna do something way worse in the future, and obviously be one of the few people that could stop it. He also looked like, I'm pretty sure how this movie is gonna go. He's gonna tell Peter, hey, while I'm doing this spell, A, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. And B, how about you don't move around, don't touch shit. If you see all this magic shit happening right in front of you, I know it looks cool. Don't do shit. Let me finish this fucking spell. I have to speak these enchantments and do all these hand movements, and then we keep it pushing.
But bro, like if you like, I just thought about it now. Like, if you actually look at the the MCU as a whole, right? Which superhero has their identity hidden?
Which superhero has their identity hidden?
In the MCU, which one has their identity hidden? Like, they don't know. No. They know who he is. No, they know. Everybody knows who he is.
Well, everybody, like, in S.H.I.E.L.D., sure.
No, like, they released all their information during the Sokovia Accords.
Oh,
remember, they were wanted.
I was like, yeah.
Everybody, bro,
I got you right now with a trump card. All the new superheroes coming out. Don't nobody know who they are. Yep, let's talk. Go ahead, bro. Get tight.
Peter wasn't part of that.
Peter also was
So-
not part of.
so-
Well, no. I
So-
mean,
so, nah,
No,
bro,
he
so,
wasn't.
so nobody knows who Shang-Chi
wasn't.
is. The nigga who was just recorded on a bus and put on the internet, and that's the reason he was sent to his sister's place. When he went to his sister's place, that's why he was put to fight, because everybody knew who the fuck he was already.
well,
What are you talking
no.
about? The Eternals, the
No.
Eternals, immortal gods who blend in with people. Of course, their whole purpose is to be hidden from the public.
Shang-Chi, hold on. Let's circle back to Shang-Chi. They didn't see Shang-Chi use the superpowers. They just saw some Asian nigga do some wild ass fighting on a bus,
doing karate,
and that's it. They don't know that he's a superhero. I know. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly.
Get tight all you want, but they don't know that he's a superhero.
Like
they
they,
don't.
told their friends at the end of the thing, like the whole dinner.
This is what I'm saying. So they saw Shang-Chi fighting on the bus, right? So
Yep.
now when they see him fighting with the Avengers and they see his face,
Okay,
they're not
but
gonna be like,
that hasn't happened
that's
yet.
the nigga.
It hasn't happened yet, so they
Yeah,
don't know.
but
They don't know that
his
he's a
name-
superhero. You said that they
His
knew that he
name,
was a
Shang-Chi,
superhero.
was not out there. His name was
Yeah.
shown at that point.
Yeah,
Bro, which superhero? First of all, these movies literally came out like a few weeks ago, so it's like you're not even letting these motherfuckers get their stories fleshed out. Which superhero? Because Peter's involved in this. Literally, ever since Peter's been around for what, like 5 years now, since 2016.
20. Yeah, and well, in MCU, I guess.
Literally every single one of them, everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows who Sam Wilson is, Bucky, Chris, Captain America.
Well, for them that was different though because they
Black
willingly
Widow.
like just put themselves out there.
It doesn't matter, bro. They're
Right,
all
Steve Rogers'
Thor,
identity
Iron
was
Man.
never hidden.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
also true.
but that's
neither
what I'm
neither
saying.
was
Why is
Tony
it-
Stark's.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it such a big deal that Spider-Man now everybody knows who he is?
Because
Like,
he
what
has
is
more
the-
to lose.
Yeah.
How does he have more? So
I mean,
everybody
well,
else doesn't have
Iron
a
Man
family.
had
Everybody,
Iron Man
like,
had the same issue, but if we're being honest, like, and we're being
We
fair,
actually saw the ramifications of Tony saying, "Oh yeah, I'm Iron Man." Da 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 da.
also, yeah,
His whole fucking penthouse blew up. He gave his address, bro, and the same day they blew that shit up. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's
you don't
it's-
think Spider-Man's villain's gonna be like, "Oh, that's Peter Parker"? Bet. Yo,
Now-
man, May.
now we know. Oh,
But it's the
you
same thing for everybody, though. Everybody that's a superhero, and people know who they really
and
are.
that's why Civil War happened in the movies
Everybody
and
has
in the
a
comic
everybody
books.
has a loved
Exactly.
one. Everybody.
That's why Civil War happened in the movies and in
Yes.
the comic book. Also, niggas don't know who Bruce Banner is. That's another
Yes,
thing.
they
don't know
do.
that he's the Hulk. In the
Yes,
MCU,
they do.
in the MCU,
Yes,
they don't
they
know that he's
do.
that the general public doesn't know that he's the Hulk.
They know
Yes,
of the
they
Hulk.
do.
They know
don't
of the Hulk,
Banner.
but they don't know that he's the Hulk.
Yes, they do.
Where do they say that? In what movie? Where?
They call bro in when he's sitting down in the diner taking pictures of everybody. They're
walk
calling
up
him
on the Hulk.
Bruce.
They
They're
walk
not
up. They call
calling
him the
him Bruce.
Hulk. Yeah,
You're talking
bro.
about the kids that come up to take a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to take a picture with
Yeah,
the Hulk. They
they're
don't say
calling
Bruce.
The Hulk. They don't say Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
And also, Ant-Man, Scott Lang, his identity is
Don't nobody know who
secret.
he is. Or
Nobody gives a shit.
or his wifey. Or his wifey either.
Exactly. The only one that knows about it are the people that are like involved.
Also the girl
He's
too.
also spent most of his time in the quantum realm and then fought against the big villains and shit while everybody was pretty much dead.
But still, he's had his movie. He has 2 movies before that happened.
That's true. That he
Plus,
didn't. That
he was in Civil War.
That he didn't spend the majority in the quantum realm in
Right.
those movies.
He was there, and his identity wasn't out there. Honestly, Bucky's fucking identity wasn't out there.
Oh,
well,
Miss-
not as like
Cap-
Winter Soldier,
They don't know about Carol Danvers. They don't know her secret identity that she's Captain Marvel.
right?
Yeah.
Well, she's not. She's also not on Earth.
But you said
be around
you
people.
asked what
She's
what
not-
superhero
she-
did
but
they know?
She's not. But she's not hiding herself. She's literally showing her face.
Yeah, but
she's
they
just
don't
been
they don't
around.
they don't know.
Yeah,
they
but
don't
she's not
know
going
her-
around saying, "Oh, I'm Carol Danvers."
Yeah. You did ask what
Bro,
superhero.
they haven't even called her Captain Marvel yet in the movies.
That's fine. They still don't know that she's Carol Danvers either. The general public. But I mean, I don't know, bro. To go back to Spider-Man, yes, there is definitely an underlining plot in with Doctor Strange that like it didn't feel right. But
Yeah, all right. Project. It's not about like not hiding your secret identity or whatever it is.
That was the
It's
whole
like
point
for
of
the people
Civil
that
War,
do
yeah.
hide their secret identity for a reason. Like even if you don't hide your secret identity, it still may not be known.
if you don't want to hide your secret identity, that's cool. I hope you know how to defend yourself against every nigga that does not fuck with. Because it's not just, hey, my villains are coming for me. every fucking villain
Every
is
villain's
coming for you,
you.
my nigga. And that's how it goes. Like, that's just plain and simple. It happens for every superhero, for anything, my nigga.
Because then they're gonna know.
Bro, can you
all right, so
imagine?
if you're Peter Parker, right, and I see you with Iron Man all the time, I'm gonna use you to get to Iron Man.
On top of that,
And
bro,
to get to you, I'm gonna use your family.
look at all these villains that are supposedly broken. That, like, let's be fair. Spider-Man is also really fucking broken. But can you imagine as a villain finding out, yo, I got my ass beat by a kid, and this nigga had to go to math class 10 minutes later, and he's fucking 15. Nigga, I found out his identity. Nigga, I'm murdering everybody in his family. What the fuck are you talking about, my nigga? I'm pretty sure you're the only nigga in your family that got superpowers. So Gigi, Aunt May, Mary Jane, everybody, nigga, everybody.
And then you
everything
also
you're
have
saying still doesn't.
No, you also. All right, so like I'm gonna tie it up, right? So you also have to factor in that Peter's still a kid.
Okay.
He's a senior in this
worried
movie,
the most about his family. Like Sam Wilson, everybody, they're not worried about their people because they know other people is gonna protect them. Peter does not have that.
I mean, I would.
Okay,
yeah,
but that's still not a good
Like, sure,
reason.
he has Happy, but
The
Happy is
reality
human.
itself. That you're not. All you're saying is just shit that happens to superheroes. That's the
That's
And
the point.
intention.
That's the
all right,
point.
so you're missing the end result versus the intention. The intention is just to forget that he was Peter Parker. That's it. Like, it's not supposed to like alter the reality or anything like that.
But
It's just the result of him speaking during the spell, and then Stephen Strange not focusing.
And they also didn't know that was gonna be the ramification. Like, cause Juan could have been like, yo, don't do this spell, you know, something bad could really happen. And then the bad thing that could really happen is like, oh, you lose a year off of your life. Okay, that's okay, you know, whatever.
Cool.
But then obviously
That's
I
a
feel like
self-imposed ramification.
that I feel like there was something bigger that happened while that spell was being made that turned it into that. That wasn't the general that there's no way that like having everybody forget who somebody is, the ramification for that spell is gonna be like, all right, yeah, and if this doesn't go right, then the complete multiverse is gonna fucking shatter. Like, there's definitely something else that happened. It probably has something to do with that box that they're both, you know, that Doctor Strange is trying to keep and Peter's trying to thing. There's definitely a bigger underlying story to that plot. Like, it can't just be Peter fucked up the spell, the multiverse is broken. That's it. That doesn't even, you know, that wouldn't even be fair.
Like him, like, yeah, it wouldn't even hold that big of like ramifications, honestly.
Oh, maybe because remember he's wiping out the entire population. Like, everybody knows who Peter Parker. Like, it's not just a city where he's in. It's literally the whole world knows who he is now.
Well, we don't know that.
He's an Avenger. Everybody knows who the Avengers are.
All right, so not everybody gets New York broadcasting, bro.
Bro, we get news. We get shown shit that's happening in other countries all the time. You don't think one of the biggest superheroes in the world who just saved everybody from a mad titan is not gonna be fucking casted worldwide, bro? It's definitely gonna be casted to everybody because it was a big deal.
Because it is like a week after that he goes to see Doctor Strange, so maybe that holds weight, but still.
Remember social media?
This
social media. Remember,
this
during the
doesn't.
social media age, it's not just the news.
So
it gets posted online. Everybody's gonna see it.
This movie doesn't happen a week after Endgame. This happens almost a year after Endgame.
No, I'm saying it.
No, after he gets his identity.
After he gets like exposed, it's like a week after.
Oh, he said that in the trailer.
Yeah. So the whole it's the
even still it's a trailer. It's literally clipped and cut together
for us to have like this kind of conversation.
I gotta go see that. Like those two scenes probably doesn't even happen in the same like time. Honestly.
Which one?
And that's what trailers do all the time. They just cut it together to build that like tension and suspense, you know.
That's how I feel like this, like all this shit is just gonna happen in the beginning of the movie, and like it's something else. It's not just a Sinister Six because Doctor Strange doesn't really need to get involved.
Well, this movie, I think the opposite, but I think this movie is gonna be obviously. I feel like the entirety of this movie, there's something.
Honestly, this actually should have happened a lot earlier.
You think so?
It should have happened after Civil War. Like if it were done properly, like during Civil War,
but that's
it'll be known Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Oh, okay, cool. And May gets shot. Oh my god. Yo, yeah, people can't know I'm Peter Parker, and then boom, Doctor Strange is like, all right, cool.
I feel like this is what I think about it. I think if they were gonna use this story, since they are using the storyline rather, I think that they should have done it that way. I feel like something should have happened in between. I don't want to say in between because they don't have a series for that yet. Like I know they're doing the whole freshman thing or whatever, but after Peter's identity was out, something should have happened where he's just like, I mean, which they're probably gonna give us like a little flimsy one in the beginning of the movie.
Really don't see Aunt May like that in the trailer either. So
you think she's gonna get clipped early?
Nah, she's not gonna get clipped, but like something's gonna happen to her. She's gonna get like, oh, you're a Spider-Man's aunt. Fuck you, and then Peter's probably gonna save her. It's a Disney movie. They're not gonna fucking body Aunt May.
She's not. I don't think she's gonna die.
They can, but I don't think they will.
Yeah, he lost. He. I mean, so. If you guys saw, well, that's another thing we could kind of circle into now. That'll lead into
before you continue. There's actually like a storyline where Doctor Strange is like, all right, cool, I'll get an erase everybody's knowledge of you being Spider-Man. However, that includes like Mary Jane and everybody. And then Peter's like, all right, cool, like give me like one day with like Mary Jane before she forgets.
It's called
I think that's like one more day.
It's called One More Day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it could be like blending that in there, maybe. I
would have rather them gone with One More Day, and then lead into this whole multiverse thing that's happening, because then that would have given it like a little bit more like, I don't know. Again, we don't know. Again, we know how trailers go. Trailers will show you the majority
everything
of the first half of the movie, and then they'll give you like a scene that happens later on that they'll take out of context to make it seem more intense than it actually is.
It's like, all right, so look at like Venom 2, right? So like when they're in the church and like he transforms into Carnage or whatever, and then Venom's like, oh shit, no, that's the right one. That happens in like the last like 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and Project, they kill Uncle Ben every time, but that's like a prominent piece of like Spider-Man's upcoming.
It has to happen.
Like it has the same way with like Thomas and Martha Wayne dying. Fucking Thomas. What was it? What was Kent? The fuck is his father's name? Yeah, Paul Kent.
I don't know. Yeah,
exactly. When Stacy, like these are characters that
Superman around
have
here,
to die. They can no longer exist in these characters' lives.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about that too? Like how they're kind of going for the Gwen Stacy. You know,
I saw that. I was like, I hope she like. I hope they do it
dying.
right this time.
She's not dying. She's not dying.
Nah, I don't. Yeah.
They're just like paying homage to it.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
And I don't even think it's like Peter, like Tom Holland Peter. That's like reaching for her. It's probably like Andrew Garfield. He's like, no, not again.
You think they'll do that to him, bro? That'll be tough if they do that to him again,
bro.
Oh, can we say
Marvel does not fuck with that man, bro?
Yo,
I do not. I don't. Yo, can do it again.
Can we say this though? I do like how Peter upgrades his regular red and black suit in this movie to add on like the gold accents from the Scarlet Spider suit. Did you guys peep that towards the end of the trailer?
He has like 4 different suits in the trailer.
Yeah, the black suit with the magic, which you guys know, we spoke about this like weeks ago on the podcast. I don't know if it was Walmart or somebody or GameStop maybe. Whoever like did pre-orders for the Funko Pops for this movie, they showed this like months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which you know, it's unfortunate. I would have much rather have known about it this way, obviously through this trailer, but you know, we got to see it for the first time with that. Also, another thing that people brought up, which I feel like all 3 of us might feel this way too. We're all leaning towards the other Spider-Man being in this movie. I have a feeling that some of those scenes where they just show Peter swinging, like randomly, but they show him far away. I think those are other Spider-Men.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I think. Which I think would be probably the coolest way to go about it after they introduce him in the movie or whatever the case is. Do you think what do you think are gonna be is gonna happen after this movie? I don't think
they need to have a race. I want all 3 Spider-Men in the race.
So
I
I
don't be in a
think
race. I'm pissed.
I don't think the villains. What I was gonna say is I don't think these people are gonna stay. I don't think they're gonna do what they did with Venom. Like, oh, everybody's gonna stay in this universe, and this is gonna be his Sinister Six.
No.
I think everybody's gonna go back at the end,
No.
or they're gonna do something at the end where they like are able to keep them.
I think it's gonna be very much like Into the Spider-Verse, where they're like, sure, they're there for the movie, but then it's like, all right, everybody
get
go to
sent
your own
back,
fucking
yeah.
universe.
I think I was gonna say like I feel like I'm also getting like vibes that the spell gets ruined because of what happens in Loki. Like we're forgetting about that too.
That could be a thing.
It could be possible. Like
Because-
I don't think it's like solely Peter's.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no way. There's no
Like,
way.
I think that could just be like
that,
like
like-
an upfront like. It may seem like it's because Peter did that, but because they were
But
doing
then
it
towards the
probably
end
at
of
the
the movie-
same time
yeah.
as like all the timelines branching off and shit
Mhm.
like that.
So, yeah, I was
that
gonna
could
say,
have
like,
an effect on it.
Yeah, so since Doctor Strange not only since all the timelines are breached and pretty much falling into each other, he's not just doing
That's
the spell
massive.
now for,
Yeah,
for
that's
Earth. He's
massive.
doing it for all of reality pretty much.
Yeah,
and
that's
pretty much what
fucking-
causes it to
Right,
fuck
because
up.
it's no longer like a
Yo,
single
I'm not gonna
sequence
lie,
timeline.
bro.
Mhm.
I think that's a dope ass concept. What you just said. Like, what if what Doctor Strange is doing is happening for every Spider-Man in their own universe,
Mhm.
and that like magnifies the level of like magic output aside from
Like, it could be.
the whole branching of universes, which is more energy being like expanded and all this crazy shit going on, and it just clashes with each other.
Yeah, because remember
all
all
this
the
shit
timeline
happens.
you can see all the timelines breaching on
Yeah.
all the different
Yeah.
universes, all the different timelines. Like it's all happening at the same time. So it's everything is connected right now because of Loki.
Yeah, that is true. How,
And that's what I'm saying. That's how I'm saying. And that's why I feel like I don't think the Spider-Man villains are gonna be like the main villains in the movie. It's something. It's probably gonna be something bigger that ends with something that's gonna lead on to Doctor Strange 2 at the end
Yeah.
of it.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, for sure, this movie has to lead into. It leads into Doctor Strange. I feel like I think we spoke about this before too here on the podcast. I'm pretty sure one of the post-credit scenes for this movie is gonna have to do with Wanda and
I was gonna say, yep,
showing
Wanda.
like how what like maybe something that. Well, I mean, she's in that cabin right now in the.
It
in
could
the
very
thing.
well be her coming to like Doctor Strange and like, oh, I see you've been causing a little trouble.
She's not gonna do
And
that
then
shit to them.
Remember,
like
she's
him
also
like
been studying,
acknowledging like, oh, you're kind of powerful. Like
She's
Yeah.
been studying on her magic too. Like
Right.
She's been
doing-
studying the fucking Darkhold at
Mhm.
that. So she I mean, and they do say which you know, if you guys read the comics, for people who are watching, you probably know this already too, but they did say it in the WandaVision show that that at least the MCU version of the Scarlet Witch, her powers were set to rival the Darkhold, said that it was set to rival the Sorcerer Supreme. So that
Yeah.
obviously that should set off something for Doctor Strange, like, what's going on with you, Wanda? What's up, girl?
Right.
I felt you from the other side of the fucking country. What's going on? But I definitely one of the post-credit scenes for Spider-Man is gonna have to do something with Wanda arriving. I don't think she won't be in the movie. I don't think she'll be in the main movie. She'll be in the post-credit scene, just like what they did with
Absolutely.
Eros, and what they did with which yo they like that it blows mine watching it a second time. I was so hyped though.
You see
With,
how dumb that end scene was, right?
With Blade.
Yes. That was fucking stupid.
Are you
bro.
sure about that, Mr.
Like
Whitman?
literally,
Like, huh?
it like happened, right? So like he's like, all right, watch, this could be crazy, right? So I'm like,
Yo.
watch it. I'm like, all right, cool. It's the Ebony Blade, which they kind of hinted at earlier on in the movie.
The
which
Ebony
is
Blade,
fine,
the
which is
Ebony
like,
Blade
no,
looked
it's
really
Excalibur.
nice.
I'm like, all right, cool.
Ebony Blade,
Ebony
looked,
Blade,
it looked
Black
nice,
Knight,
even though it was
cool, I get it.
completely wrapped up. It did look nice. I'm not gonna lie.
It did. And then all you hear is, you sure you want to do that? And I'm
Mr.
like,
Whitman.
who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I wanted to see what Tom said. I looked over at him, and then this nigga's just like, "Who the fuck was that?" Am I supposed to know who that is? I was like, I did, nigga, because I
just some
definitely watched.
disembodied voice. Like,
I definitely
also
watched.
just remember
season one
Marshall
of
Ali's
Luke Cage.
voice. Like, no, the
That
fuck.
nigga, bro.
I haven't watched
shit-
Luke Cage in like forever. Like,
That shit.
I didn't watch
I like-
Moonlight in forever. Like,
I
I'm
like-
not gonna remember this man's voice.
What was his name again in Luke Cage's show?
Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth. Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, this is so dumb, bro.
Bro.
Like if they would have like had him like at least like standing like over his shoulder, like a silhouette of him or whatever, or like grab his arm, you just see like leather or like tattoos or whatever, and you're like, oh shit, that's Blade, because you know Blade's black. So it's like, oh shit, it's Blade. Then it'd be like, oh yeah, that's crazy. But no, you sure you want to do that?
Yo,
what was that?
We went to go watch it last night.
It could have just been the sword talking to him.
Bro,
Like,
we went to go watch that shit in
some idiot in the theater was like, "Oh my god, it's Moon Knight."
Yo, deadass bro. Somebody like 3 rows down was like, "Nah, that's Blade."
Was fucking Oscar Wilde. That's wild. That's crazy. I didn't know they looked alike.
Bro,
cool.
no. I think he was talking about the voice was Moon Knight. I don't think he was talking about Kit Harington's character.
No, he was talking about Kit Harington because he said it when he saw the sword.
Oh.
Yeah,
I wasn't even
like,
paying
what?
I thought that nigga said that afterwards, bro. I swear that nigga. Oh no, bro, you need help.
I was like, yeah. What the
fuck? Let's go into that real quick. The Disney Plus Day, the little sneak peeks that they gave us to the upcoming shows. Even though we really only got to see like half of it technically, I'm fucking with I'm fucking with She-Hulk's like fit. They showed like Bruce what it looked like to be like kind of helping her. Maybe where he had her like he was like running tests on her and he was in his Professor Hulk kind of thing. The She-Hulk thing looked nice, and I feel like I don't know. Well, another thing, actually, let's talk about this because it's the next show coming out, the Hawkeye show. So they announced the Echo show, which she's also going to be in the Hawkeye show. And me and Sam were talking about this a couple days ago, where she is. Everybody, if you guys read the comics, you know Maya Lopez is Echo. Maya Lopez is also the Kingpin's daughter, which the Kingpin and Daredevil are rumored to make an appearance in this show, to kind of like officially bring them into the MCU. Aside from obviously the Spider-Man movie, which is pretty much
is it Charlie Cox?
Charlie Cox, yeah.
I fucking love Charlie Cox, man.
I think he's a great.
What?
Hey,
yo.
Shut up. I knew he was gonna be I knew it.
Bro.
I knew it.
Hey,
oh my
yo.
god. Ugh.
Hey, yo.
Grow up.
Bro.
Fucking
That shit.
grow up.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. I have a feeling that like I hate how they're doing Hawkeye in the MCU, but I have a feeling like this show is gonna do him justice. And plus, we get to see this shorty be not Hawkeye. I don't know what name they're gonna give her or whatever, but we get to see her in action for the first time. Obviously, I don't know when's the next time that we're gonna get to see Hawkeye or her. Like, I don't know what next movie they're supposed to be in or whatever the case is. I could see them being in the next Captain America movie, low key. But
I want them to do West Coast Avengers, man.
Who's in the West Coast right now aside from Ant-Man and?
Well, Hawkeye leads that team. Well, right now, I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with the comics yet, but like.
Or in general, like yeah, who? Yeah, I was gonna say who's.
Yeah, it's like Hawkeye, Ant-Man. What's her name? I think. Well, not Ant-Man, but like Wasp and like Ant-Man would like swap out sometimes. Luke Cage.
Oh wow! Would you look at that? Another Netflix hero.
Right.
Look at that. I mean, that would be
to
dope.
like kill the whole Jessica Jones having her own solo show thing and just make her Luke Cage's baby mama.
Her show was good. I don't know.
Was it? I don't know.
I liked her. I like
that first season. Ooh, that villain was Purple Man was top tier, bro.
Yes, I agree. The first season
they made him even better than in the comics.
The second, which she had a third season, right?
Did she?
She had 2.
I'm not sure. I know I watched all of them, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She had 2. Daredevil was the only show that had. Oh no, I think Luke Cage had 3, right?
No, Luke Cage had 2.
Luke Cage had 2.
So Daredevil was the only show that got 3.
So yeah, I think Daredevil was the only one that got 3.
Yeah, Daredevil was the only one that got 3. They did Daredevil.
Punisher didn't even get a second one.
No, did Punisher get a second season?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Punisher got a second season?
Yeah, it did.
It did, yeah.
Wasn't that the season that this dude was in that we knew from JKO, or was that season 1?
That was the first season.
That was? Alright. I think Punisher did get a thingy though. Bro, it's been so long since I even looked over that section in Netflix that I just know for sure Daredevil has 3 seasons because Bullseye was in the 3rd season. So, but also, I mean, my favorite thing, obviously, by far, out of all of those, was fucking the Moon Knight trailer, the teaser rather. That was a teaser. I like how they switched between. I guess that was one of his voices. Like, I don't want to say that was his normal Spectre voice, and then you hear the Moon Knight voice, and I was like, all right, this is fire. We get a small glimpse at his costume. Really, only the gloves and like I guess part of the abdomen, whatever. You don't really see like the whole of it, and then you see like they pan out.
I think it looks great.
It does. I like it, and then you see them like pan out.
Great.
You see them pan
really
out.
Fuck up Moon Knight's costume, honestly. Yeah. Even if you modernize it,
that's a fact.
It's still like already a pretty modern like costume.
I mean, it's also. I feel like it's just so simple to do,
right?
But still has like good enough detail to where you're just like, oh, this shit is kind of fire. Like, bro, that whole
like, obviously it'll just be like remodeled, like a remodeled like bat suit or something.
Yeah. You see them like pan out, and he's like beating
Kevlar or some shit.
Facts, bro. You see them like pan out, and like you see him beating the shit out of somebody at the end of a room, and then you just see like a line of blood going towards that. I'm like, oh, they're about to give him the Daredevil treatment. Also,
which they absolutely have to because Moon Knight is
fucking violent. Yeah, he's
that motherfucker is crazy.
They also announced that they're working on. They didn't announce it at the this thing, but they announced it at D23. That they're working on a Daredevil show for Disney Plus. So, which
but I know that one's not Charlie Cox.
No, it's actually not thingy yet. But they didn't deconfirm that it's him. They're just saying that they're putting the production together, and they already have a script going for that show. But if they're gonna introduce Charlie Cox into the thing, into the MCU, it's gonna be him, bro. They can't use another Daredevil and still have Daredevil in it.
Plot twist. Ben Affleck again.
Ew. and they bring back Bullseye too, and they're like a team now.
Bring him back, man. Like, what are you talking about? My boy, what? Ben Affleck, bro?
Legendary Get that nigga all
his head is so big. Why is his head so big?
Nigga, that movie is fucking trash, bro. It's not
He's
even
from Boston, bro.
Oh. Bro, that movie was so garbage.
Yeah. Yo, this
dare you?
That's the fact. But, yo, there's how these shits be listening to us. I don't know if y'all saw the RDC video of how your phones be listening to you. I was on FaceTime not too long ago with Sam, and I had it on speaker, and he was talking about something from the Daredevil movie. And then I shit you not, I turn on my TV. This is on my phone. Like, obviously, it's FaceTime on my phone. I turn on my TV, and the first thing that YouTube does is go to its movie section, and Daredevil is the first movie that comes out. And I was like, erase this movie from fucking existence. Don't ever show me this shit again in my fucking life, my nigga. I was so tight. I was like, if you don't get this shit out, and then it was
last week how we was talking about like Dragon Ball Evolution and shit.
But
like, yo, it popped up on like my like YouTube like timeline.
Oh, mine too. I was like, ew, nigga, bro.
Yeah, I was like, not interested. Don't show me this ever again.
Yo, then they wanted to be fancy. It was like, oh, the 2005 Daredevil director's cut. I was like, nigga, I don't want to watch the regular cut either.
They have a director's cut?
Yeah, bro. Go ahead. Do you Playboy? Do you? That shit, oh, bro, I never erased some shit off my YouTube so fast.
So Mugen is out here telling me, oh, I love the Spawn movie. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I love Spawn. I acknowledge that it looked terrible, I enjoyed the movie greatly.
Bro, if there was a gun to my head and they told me that I had to choose between Spawn and Daredevil, I'm watching Spawn.
I'm watching Spawn.
I'm watching Daredevil 100%.
Nah, bro, you're wildin'.
Nah, bro.
100%.
Definitely, I'm thinking Spawn over anything.
Has it been a long time since you watched that movie, bro? Cause
no, it has been it's been a few years, yeah, but still.
I was gonna say, bro, that movie did not hold up well. It did not hold up well.
Did not. Makes no sense either.
Wait, what do you mean?
Makes no. There's like scenes where it's like, all right, cool. So Daredevil has like the sonic radar, vision, hearing, right? And we've seen his like immense reflex capability, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me when Bullseye throws the baton, it kills Elektra's father, my man couldn't catch that?
What you mean?
You told me he couldn't catch that baton?
Nah, bro.
Yeah. Apparently he's Daredevil except when they throw a baton at him. He's a regular ass nigga.
Like,
Niggas,
oh my
niggas
God.
about to,
Don't even get me
nigga,
fucking
niggas,
started
nigga,
on the
nigga,
Electra movie.
Nigga was about to get fucking.
the lecture was garbage.
Nigga was about to get fucking with that baton. Nigga was about to get fucking Nightwing like an Injustice, my nigga. That shit would have hit him right there in the temple. GG, bro. No more Daredevil. No more Daredevil, bro.
GG's.
And that's another thing. How does it like pierce this dude's body? Like, there's no way at any point that they mentioned that like, oh, Bullseye has like the ability to throw fucking baton through people's torsos and shit like that. That shit would have just the fuck.
He has perfect aim, bro. He hit the soft spot, bro.
Nah,
That
bro.
does not
That shit
matter.
went
It
through
still
their
would not
body, bro.
impale him, bro.
This
Like, that makes no sense.
Bro, listen, bro. This nigga woke up today and put on his Daredevil cap. He was like, "I'm capping the shit out of this movie today,
OD,
bro.
right?
Take that shit off, bro."
Let me see
No,
the back
sir.
of that hat real quick.
That shit says Daredevil
Look,
on
it's
it, man.
Disney, bro. It's Disney, bro. Chill,
See,
bro.
You can't, bro.
Representing, bro. Chill.
This nigga
Disney,
wildin',
bro.
bro. This nigga wildin'.
Man works for the corporation.
Bro, Daredevil was lit, bro. I love that. I watched that movie like
Yo,
at least
hold
30
on.
times.
Can we talk about this real quick?
30 times waste of time.
Speaking of corporation, we went to Fifth Ave yesterday to the Best Buy store. Yo, that shit is so fucking sad, bro. That store that was depressing to walk into that store, bro.
It was.
That shit, bro. It like the store looks nice, but there was like 7 people working there, bro. Like,
No. I guess to like recap it better, it's like visually the store looks great.
when you walk
It's
in,
small as shit though.
It is.
Everything
It
seems
definitely-
like so compressed,
yeah.
like compact. Like they downsize on a lot of things and then like maximize. There's 4 floors now,
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
right? And
I think you have to take a separate elevator to get to one of the floors too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
DI is
has
like
its
its
own
own
floor.
Like, one floor,
Yo,
which I would have loved, honestly.
That's the thing, though. It's just him there, bro. So
Right,
like
it's
that's
just him there, though.
stressful, bro.
So, man's getting all the Geek Squad idiots, all the people coming from upstairs,
Which
and
happened
downstairs.
twice
That's
yesterday while we were there.
Last week we talked about it and then it happened.
Yo, that joke was mad,
Wow, it's bad.
Yeah,
It was bad.
bro. It's nice. It's
it is depressing there.
Oh.
Cheyenne's the GM.
Word?
also for like another 2 stores too.
Louiso's corporate, who we actually bumped into yesterday, surprisingly.
Yo, that's
Man looks great. He grew out his beard, you know.
My son
Man's
Luiso's
thriving,
chilling,
you know?
bro.
Man's
So
making
he's
that
not in the
shit
store
money.
no more?
Nah, he's a corporate now. That
Oh.
shit. My mom, he's making guap, bro. He's making guap.
Nice.
He's big chilling. Nah, that shit. Russell Peters was there yesterday too.
Right, yeah, so much was
Yeah,
happening yesterday.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that ass.
Yeah, Russell Peters randomly was there.
Yo,
Like,
that
okay.
shit's mad funny, bro. Oh man.
But yeah, it's just sad there. Like there's like the magic is gone. Like it's
If
not,
if
not
this
friendly.
location had 2015 staff there, it would have been popping. It would have been if
agree.
all of us was in DI. If you MP3 looks like shit, bro. You would hate this MP3 if you go. It looks
MP3
like
is mobile
shit,
and
bro.
customer service.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah, bro. It's exactly what you
Yeah.
heard, bro. It's yes, bro. You have a
Your
headphone
pickup
wall.
no longer has human
You-
interaction.
you
They
have a
lockers.
You have a headphone wall. It's not even like a. And then right in front of it is like the screen protectors for cell phones, bro.
I mean, that's probably because it wasn't making money after I left MP3.
bro,
Because it wasn't making money before. That's what they told me.
bro, that shit. I'm telling you, bro. That like, yeah, it's
It's
not.
just sad in there,
yeah.
bro. We didn't even go downstairs. Like we didn't go all the way to the bottom floor where home theater
Yeah, we
was.
did. We didn't go to the top either. We went to the first floor and
Yeah, we saw Ty and it was like, all right, cool. This is who we cared about.
Yo, we gotta do Ipudo, bro.
Oh, yeah. All right.
gotta
So,
go,
first of
yo.
all, I just want to say this nigga's disrespectful to Takoyaki.
He's gonna lie to y'all real quick. I'm gonna correct him, but I'm
disrespectful
gonna
as
let him.
fuck,
I'm gonna let him
alright?
talk his little lie. He's tight because I figured it
no,
out yesterday.
No,
He's
no,
tight.
no.
He's tight, but I'm gonna let him rock. Go ahead, bro.
Alright.
Do you, bro? Do you? Go ahead.
All right, so we
Go
kind of had
ahead,
like a
boo.
mandate yesterday. Honestly, it was kind of like a bro date. It was
Late
nice.
night
We went
with
to see
Seth Meyers.
That was funny. That was great.
We got to see
they
the
had
wifey
really
at
tiny
Seth
chairs.
Meyer. Yo, bro. Yo, Sam. I don't know if it's me, bro. When we went to go watch Seth Meyers, did you feel? I don't know if you remember, but do you feel like the chairs were comfortable, right? I wasn't bugging, bro. When we went this time, like my nigga, even
Bro, I
me,
had to sit there with like my fucking legs crossed, bro.
bro, like yo,
Yeah,
like
that's pretty much how it was, though. Yeah, that's
but
pretty
I
much
don't
how it
remember it being that bad. Like this time, I'm like, yo, nah, bro. Like that shit is literally like pushing up against your knees. Like you could barely move.
was.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, I remember it being like, not like, oh my god, we have so much space last time. But I'm like, it didn't feel as bad as it did this time. Like I felt like they might have condensed the studio a little bit.
Maybe.
That's
I'm
probably
not
what
sure.
it was, bro. Because
But it wasn't like the chairs weren't like super comfortable or whatever. It was just like
Yeah.
regular chairs.
Aubrey Plaza was there.
No, the chairs themselves, like to sit in, were like comfortable. It's just like
The
they were
space.
so close together.
Yeah.
Like my knee was literally against the back of the chair. in front of me.
Every time Thompson breathed, the people in front of him, like their chair got like pushed.
Right, like
'Cause that's
my
how-
legs are
that's-
so
yo, bro, there
freaking
was
long.
no
Like,
space.
I hate it.
We
so
did
much.
get good seats though. Like we were pretty much at
Great
the front.
seats.
Yeah, we were pretty much at the
seats.
front.
Nice.
Oh, Aubrey Plaza was there. Wifey was
Oof.
there.
Baddie. Oof.
Doing some weird shit, but it's fire because it's her.
That's her, right? Like that's what she
Yo,
does.
what's up? You're trying to do Jerry Springer or Maury?
I'm not trying to go all the way
I'm
up.
not trying to look at hillbilly titties, bro.
What you mean? That shit is fun, bro.
Like, wanna look at
It's,
hillbilly
bro, they
titties.
give you a free shuttle bus. Everything's free. They give you pizza.
Connecticut, right?
What happened?
That's in Connecticut, right?
It's literally like 30 minutes away. Like
Yeah,
on the bus,
right on
it's
the Metro
30
North.
minutes. Yeah. Well, no. They give you a free transportation. They give you a bus, like one of those big buses.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the bathroom inside and all that shit.
A Greyhound, nigga.
Greyhound. There you go. Greyhound.
Okay, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, I'm down for it.
it's lit.
Yeah, and then after the show, we went to Ippudo.
We went to Magnolia. I had that banana
We went to
pudding,
Magnolia,
bro.
where the banana pudding line had its own like.
I don't even like that.
line.
I don't even like banana pudding.
You ain't never
And
had
yes,
Magnolia.
yes, I have. Yes,
Nah,
I have.
bro,
Before you
there's no
say
way.
it. Yes, I
There's
have.
no
Yes,
way.
I have.
There's no way, bro. That shit is different.
It's
I
really
wanna-
good.
I
Yeah,
should've
like
got the
Juhrownee
little-
bust that shit down during the movie,
Bro,
bro.
why I dog that shit, bro?
Scoop,
And
scoop,
I
scoop.
got the largest shit too, bro.
Yeah.
Violated that shit.
Yeah, and then after Magnolia, we went to Ippudo. Well, we went to the Nintendo store. Kind of boring. They did have like the Captain Falcon like helmet
Yeah.
on display.
Which
which is cool.
let me reiterate. For anybody in the chat or anybody that watches the YouTube videos afterwards, if you're trying to get dropped, drop your fucking Nintendo ID. Niggas not trying to see me. I'ma just leave it at that. These two niggas been dodging me for the longest, so I'ma just leave it at that.
Anyway, continuing, we get to Ippudo, and
Ippudo was fire,
he's like, "Yo, this is
bro.
dope. This is nice, bro. I hope they give me a fork." And I'm like, "Nigga, what?"
Yeah, they had me eat it with these big ass toothpicks, man. Get that shit out of here, bro.
They're both chopsticks.
this is
And-
Which I used
You
the
see?
toothpicks.
You see?
Which I
Disrespectful.
used the toothpick successfully. Let's talk about that real quick, because when they
First
brought
of
out
all,
the
it wasn't a
takoyaki,
toothpick that he had, it was a chopstick.
it's a big ass toothpick, bro. Relax.
So
When
I
they
put
brought
it
out the
on takoyaki for
takoyaki,
the first time. He loved it.
Thompson's
But-
over there with this little tooth,
Man,
like fucking thing, picking
I'm
it
like,
up.
use the
I'm like, watch
chopstick.
this.
I taught him how to use the chopstick, right?
He's a
like,
terrible-
"Alright,
he's a
cool,
terrible-
I'm not gonna use that.
He's
I'm
a
like,
terrible. He's a terrible teacher.
Didn't even try.
He's a terrible teacher,
He had the chicken pork bun, which was fire.
bro. That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
And then you had the
I had the first one.
Sheeta, yeah.
The
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. That's how you use
Shitamaku.
fucking chopsticks, my man.
I wonder who taught you, Sam, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't Thompson,
That's literally how I told you to do
but
it.
you didn't. He's just mad because when the takoyaki came out and I poked that shit with one of the
He fucking
toothpicks and
stabbed
ate it.
takoyaki with
Thompson was like, well, technically they do serve this with a toothpick. That's how you pick it up. And I'm like, oh,
yes.
oh, so you're telling me I used this big ass toothpick, right? Copy. Heard you.
Nigga's annoying, bro.
But that fucking ramen, the takoyaki was fire. Everything was fucking fire, my nigga. Like, the ramen was, oh my god, bro. We got extra noodles afterwards.
And things came out in like a pretty like fast pace.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like you were like waiting long for anything.
Oh well,
It-
yeah, the food is the ramen
wasn't-
is already made. Like they have a
wasn't,
big ass pot for it. in the
Oh no,
back.
it's like all fresh.
Yeah, it's
don't
not.
make it
Of
like-
course, it's boiling. It's not that it's old.
But it's
that shit-
so
Bro.
good.
Tom's
You
gonna
gotta
try-
try the akamaru.
I'm gonna try that next time.
So good.
That it looked fire.
What was that?
So it's basically it's like a tonkotsu broth
Yeah.
with seasoned like dried bamboo shoot, menma, and like scallions.
Bro,
And they
that
put
shit-
like chao and there.
Yeah. It's a pork broth.
And it's
Tonkatsu's pork broth,
Tonkatsu's
right?
the pork broth, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like a spice powder that they put on top that you like mix
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And it gives it like that like nice.
That
It's not
perfect
like,
kick.
it doesn't like burn your throat, but you know it's spicy.
Bro,
Is
it was
Szechuan?
fire.
No, it is not Szechuan. That's more Chinese.
That
No,
shit is
that's
fucking
fine. That shit
fire,
is-
bro.
But so good. Man, yeah. When I tell you, like our spirits were like so happy.
And they also do the thing there too, like they have the bar so you can order sake. Thompson was happy that this bill wasn't $300 either.
Yeah, because
He
when
was
me and
like-
June went, our bill was like 300 something.
But y'all was
Oh, y'all was
yeah-
just drinking?
Nah.
Well, no, so we got like sake shots,
So they just got the whole bottle.
and then we
Yeah.
got the bottle. We got the bottle after. But then like beforehand, we were
Bro,
getting like
sake.
we tried like every like pork bun. We tried like the takoyaki.
I love sake.
We had
So-
like
Soju
you
was
had, like,
better, but I feel like
4
soju's
bowls of
better, but more
ramen, bro.
dangerous.
Like me and June kind of like wilded out. But yeah,
I
our
would
bill came to,
honestly-
like 75 or something.
Yeah, I would honestly have done a second bowl because I drank a lot of the broth beforehand, so I didn't have too much for the second.
That was
noodles.
my mistake. I forgot to like remind you.
That's fine, but
Like,
I still
literally,
had
the
enough.
lawyers that was sitting next to us like reminded me. He was like, "Oh, you can just say kadaima, and they'll bring you like a whole like more noodles. You just have to like save your broth."
That's fine, bro. I had enough to where like I was able to like douse
That's
it again.
crazy.
Bro, that shit was fire, bro.
I can't even eat like that anymore. I used to eat crazy.
Yeah, wait.
I
till
just
you
eat one bowl, bro, and I'm full as fuck.
wait till you eat this food, my guy, because it's
You
gonna
gotta-
go down so well.
Yeah.
Yo, we on next week?
Like,
We on
man,
next
I'm
Tuesday?
satisfied.
I'm down.
Next Tuesday.
We on next Tuesday? Yeah.
Let's go to the bigger one this time. The other one you said. 'Cause
Yeah.
the
Yo,
one-
actually,
yours is-
there's a ramen spot here in the Bronx, bro. With the one that I ordered from is actually really fucking good.
I think that's Ichiraku.
No. It's like it has like a really
Or
like it has like a unique name to it. Like it's like I think it's black owned, bro.
Oh, can I mention this real quick before I forget? I was gonna say it earlier when we were talking about the post credit scenes from the Eternals. We went to go watch it yesterday in IMAX and Dolby on 34th Street. The chair, like they didn't have the recliner chairs, but these chairs were actually like still like fine. They were really good.
Dolby is fire. I love Dolby, bro.
However, even Dolby and IMAX didn't do Pip the Troll justice because that animation was trash for that. nigga, bro.
Yeah.
God, yo, his voice wasn't
I
even lined
think
up with the
no matter
animation, bro.
What format you watch it, even in like 4K, he's probably something like ass.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, his voice, like the voice wasn't even lined up with the animation. I'm like, bro.
Oh, it's called Rockin' Ramen.
I've heard of that place.
It's on 187th on the east side in the Bronx.
Rocking.
Yeah, I've heard of that place.
It's actually not that far from me.
But yes, we definitely need to go.
I'm down for next
with the
week, bro.
Big ass group. Randy, if you're listening, you're free to come. Project, you're free to come too, my man. Like,
That's a fact,
you
bro.
wanna
What's
have
up?
ramen with the crew, team, the people's community.
It's a
I'm
fact.
gonna get blasted before. Last time I went to
I'm not paying $300 for a bill, my guy. You better relax.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about before we got there, my guy. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, because then you're gonna have the munchies, and you're gonna go there and you're gonna eat literally.
I'm gonna pay for my own shit, nigga. What
Bro.
the fuck?
all I know is that for a fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have at least an order of takoyaki like when we get there, and I'm gonna take 2 to go home, bro. Cause that shit is different, bro.
I try it off of y'all place.
That shit is
I never had
different, bro.
I didn't grow up eating seafood.
So,
really.
so the great thing is, like most places, when you order takoyaki, they only give you like 4,
They give you
or
8,
on other times they'll give you like 6 if you're lucky.
Make it look all pretty on the plate.
Right.
Here they give you 8, bro, and
Here
they're
they
packed.
give you 8,
And they're heavy, my
looks
nigga.
amazing. Like before you even touch it, it just like presentation wise, it looks great.
We technically split because we ordered 2, so I guess you could say we technically split it. So I feel like 1 for yourself would do you justice, like as an appetizer, and then you get the ramen and you
I'm getting some pork buns, man. Oof, that's what I'm.
those are
I'm
really
craving.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
pork buns are
Yo,
like $5.
that Japanese mayo was different, bro. They
The
put that on
Kewpie?
the takoyaki too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The Kewpie
Yo,
mayo.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kewpie is like $17 on Amazon.
He was like, "Wait a minute."
Yo,
I was
yo,
like,
I picked that shit up.
man.
I thought that shit was gonna like fly out of my
The
hand. That shit was
Japanese
mad
mayo,
light,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Also, so I actually had Vietnamese food for the first time when I was in Canada.
Mm.
Bro,
I was gonna have that in Texas, but we didn't have time to stop by the spot.
bro, when I bit into the spring rolls, bro, that shit was different.
It's better than Thai
Bro.
spring rolls, you think?
Oh, bro, it's better than any spring rolls that I've ever had, bro. It was like because they fried them up, it was nice and crunchy, and then they give it to you with the fish sauce on the side.
Mm.
Oh my
I've had Thai spring rolls from like an official Thai spot in Queens when I order like from work and stuff, and they give it to you with the plum sauce, and that was fire.
Yeah, plum sauce is pretty much like duck sauce.
Yeah, but it was like a spicy like plum, like it wasn't the regular one. It was mad.
Yeah.
It was like mad thick too. I was like, yo, this shit is OD. But the spring rolls were fire though.
Man, it was so good. And then I tried pho. It wasn't.
What the
It's
fuck
not
is
my.
that?
It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
God.
It's not my. Because I don't really like that anisey like licoricey type of flavors. So it's
Mhm.
not really for me. But it tasted good though. Like it tasted good. It was like I can see why people like it.
What the fuck is that?
Pho is pretty much like the main dish from Vietnam.
What is it?
Yeah,
It's a soup.
Oh,
It's like ramen. It's like their ramen pretty much.
Yeah.
licorice ramen. I'm good.
No, it's not that it's licorice. It's just the ingredients they use. Like they use like star anise and like they put cinnamon in there, I think too.
Ooh, oh no, I'm super straight on that, bro.
Like it's not
I
for me.
fuck-
Like
I might
those
fuck with
flavors
those
aren't really
solo-
for me. But it tasted good though. It tasted good. But it's just like I'm not a big fan of those flavors, personally.
Get that shit the fuck out of here. That shit. Yeah, we got to do that ramen spot next week, bro. I'm so down for that.
Where's that at again?
The bigger one is on 51st
The
and
good one's on 51st.
Let's go there. I'll bring my camera.
Yeah, bro.
And then it's just the one that we went to was just convenient because we were right at Rockefeller Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
It's,
were right
it's
at
across
30
the street
Rock,
from
so-
Two Bros, bro. It's
It's like a 40 something.
yeah, it's right next to.
46,
It's literally
Oh, it's
right
right there.
across from Two Bros, right before JK. You
Oh,
remember where the
okay,
liquor
okay.
store is at? Next to Two Bros?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
across. It's directly across from that.
Directly across the street
Oh,
from
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what spot you're talking about. I never went in there.
They had the
I always
curtains
saw
in
it.
front of it and shit.
Yeah, the red. It's like red
Mhm.
curtains, I think.
Well, they
burgundy?
changed it now. They have yellow. They have yellow right
Oh,
now.
okay.
In the front they have yellow, and then they have like another one in the back. But it's when you go inside, the vibe is like, yeah, bro.
Do they have the outside seating with the warmers and everything, with the heat and
No.
everything?
No,
Or
the
you guys sit
restaurant
outside?
next to.
What happened?
You can eat inside.
Oh,
It is really nice too, bro.
nice. When did
Bro.
you do it, Mugen?
What?
When did you do it?
When did I do what?
When did you succumb to the government?
Bro, I've been vaccinated. What are you talking about?
Because I remember you were like, I don't know, this and that. But that was
No,
like,
yeah, I was like,
that was like
on
some
fence
time.
about it, but then I was just like, whatever, bro.
Yeah. Apparently that caused infertility. Okay.
That's cool. I mean,
The-
the
the-
game's already.
They
Don't
don't. They
some
don't.
pop stars
They
also
don't.
think that it causes your balls to swell up too?
They don't.
Are we talking
It
about the
doesn't.
same? Are we talking
It
about the same
doesn't.
pop star that thinks that?
No, a lot of
Bro.
people who are having kids now after they got vaccinated.
You know what's funny? Your chances of like either like dying or getting sick from the vaccine is significantly lower than the percentage of like the chance of you having like a tapeworm in your body.
That's because people eat a lot of fucking shit, bro.
like a good large percentage of the population walk around with,
all
like,
these
tapeworms in their
processed meats
body,
and shit like
or like
that,
some
bro.
form of like parasite in their body. They don't even know because some are asymptomatic,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Yo, those are the people who just like they eat a lot and then they're just like super skinny for no fucking reason, and you're like, yo, what's going on, bro? So then you got a whole dragon in his intestines.
Shit gonna burst out like
Gonna pop
alien, my
out.
nigga.
Like, yo,
Like,
facts, bro.
fucking
That's
alien, bro.
I was gonna say that shit. That's a fact.
because harboring a xenomorph.
Bro.
Actually, so talking about that, apparently your digestive health is connected to your mental health a lot.
Absolutely,
And like
bro.
if you have like a healthy gut, healthy mind, pretty much. And there's a lot of I like that there's a lot of companies now
I
that
feel
like
better when you take like a massive shit.
Yeah, honestly.
fact.
Also, when you have like comfort food, like your favorite meals, or like if you go
Just
back home
knock
to see
out.
family, bro.
Well, that's just an endorphin though. That's just like that just releases really like
Right.
positive energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
pretty
saying,
much.
bro. That's
Yeah.
what it is. You get that happy mindset, bro. Some of the best meals I've had have
It's not
been
even
when I
that.
was
It
in
also
DR.
makes the body like lighter, more efficient.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel like as like sluggish.
Yeah.
Because you know, like when you like, you like when you eat, you don't feel like, oh man, I'm about to like fucking pass out. You know, like if you have like a good digestion, then you don't really get itis like that.
Yeah.
Like you're most of the time from just like the actual action of consuming food.
I'm not gonna lie. I did feel that yesterday after we had the ramen. Like it hit the spot to the point where like I was like, oh, like I was full afterwards, and I'm like, oh damn, we about to have the itis. But we were walking around and shit. We were like in Best Buy the
Chilling,
whole
bro.
time. Like,
Let's see what's the weather gonna be like for next Tuesday.
Chilling, bro.
I wanna let's walk around and take some pictures, bro.
bro,
Oh
that
my
shit.
god. It's gonna be 60. Oh well, shit. I have it in Celsius.
This nigga here.
Spent 1 month in Canada.
Nigga, yo, Sam, where you at? I'm 10 kilometers away, bro. What are you talking about?
I actually also have my phone. I've had my phone on military time for the past like.
Spends one. Oh, okay, cute. Look at that photo. So cute.
Y'all niggas in love, bro.
First of all, that should have been a portrait photo, not a landscape. So it takes up the whole phone. You should know that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you a whole bro. Oh
You
my
should
know
God.
that.
This nigga's
Talk
an
to him.
instigator, bro.
Talk to
God
him.
damn. First of all, when are you gonna show people your girl that you always talk about, sir?
Yeah, listen, man. Oh, Jordy's met her yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
did.
talking about Juhrownee. You fuck out of here.
Me-
You
me
talking
and-
shit.
Me and Ty.
Yeah, listen. We're in 2 different relationships, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Mind your biz, nigga. The fuck?
You put the picture out there. What are you talking about? This nigga
I
was like,
wasn't
look.
showing you the pictures.
nigga
I was
said,
showing you
"Look."
I was showing you my military time on the phone.
listen.
But
Mhm.
sure.
It's not what I saw. Right?
This man out
Oh
here.
man.
Y'all niggas is in love, bro. That's cute. It's cute or whatever.
Well, when you find an adult who can communicate properly and doesn't like try to change you in any kind of way, then that's very nice.
Very nice. Oh,
But yeah, yesterday was dope. Bro, when I got home, I think we played Apex for a little bit till like 4 or something. Fucking knocked out. I didn't get home till like 2:30.
that's why I didn't want to take that fucking train, nigga.
Like I said, all right, cool. What train y'all taking? I bet. So my cab is on its way.
Yeah, facts, bro. Like, bro, what?
Wait, what?
The A train, bro. When we got out the movie theater, the A train said it was gonna be there in 1 minute. I was like, GG's. And then the next one said 32 minutes. I was like, yep, yeah. Nigga, in 32 minutes. In 32 minutes, that's what I'm about to say. In 32 minutes, I would have been already in Harlem by that time, my nigga. Like, the fuck?
Yo, I've done those walks before. Now there was this one time I was walking. Yo, when it's crazy how time flies by when you with people that you actually fuck with. Because I was hanging out with my homegirl and we're just talking, walking from the movie theater on 42nd. We just started walking, and next thing you know, we look at the street and we're already in 125th. And we're like, yo, bro, what the fuck? How the fuck? We might as well just walk you to the crib since you live in 137. Like, fuck it. Let's just
Facts.
fucking continue walking. And it was just we just having great conversations. We wasn't tired at all. Matter of fact, we didn't even think about being tired. We just like, oh, let's sit down right here and talk for a little bit more. So that was like a little break that we took in between without even realizing it. And then we ended up walking so fucking far. It was like, yo, that was nice. That was a nice little walk.
It's a fact, bro.
Those walk up though. Like that shit is when you have to do it because you have no other choice. Like unless obviously we can always like hop the train or hop the bus, but I'm also black, and even if the chances of a cop being there are slim, if there is a cop, the chances of shit escalating to a higher level than it needs to be are extremely high.
87%.
Don't worry, brother. Next time, just have me there. The next time with you, bro. I'll deflect it with my light skin.
Bro, I got stopped by a cop when I was in high school. He's like,
Until they see
"Yo,
my
why the
ID,
fuck are you using?
and
Are
then
you
they
using
see
a school Metro card?"
Because I'm in
like,
school, nigga. What
I'm
are
in
you talking
school.
about?
What are you talking about?
But there's no school
let me
today.
see. Let me see your ID. I'm like, I don't have an ID. Like, what the fuck? I'm in high school. What the fuck do I need an ID for?
When the
Right.
when the lady was giving me that ticket one time for using my school Metro card during vacation, she asked me for my ID, and I gave her the JKO ID, and she was like, you know what ID I'm talking about? And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's my ID right there. I'm in high school. It says my date of birth on it. It says the school that I go to. That's my ID right there. There you go. Go ahead. Try to give me the ticket.
Remember, guys, innocent until proven guilty. Okay.
Nah, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, what I hate is like when they grab somebody who like hopped the train or whatever, like they pull them to the side, like 8 other cops come out of nowhere and they're all just like surrounding this dude, and I'm like, why did he's already like cooperating? They're not belligerent.
Bro, they're not. It's $2.75. You need 8 cops for that?
Bro.
How much are you paying these cops per hour to be here, just to deal with
Them
somebody
niggas,
who?
Bro, them niggas must be getting paid guap to be wanting to jump one person every time they hop the turnstile. Y'all better be getting played.
Bro.
Y'all better be getting fucking paid like y'all have been in the fucking Black Ops for over a decade.
And mind you, and these are the pussy ass cops that spend their time in the trains because they don't want to be out doing actual fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
So they use this as their fucking
They'd
hoorah
rather-
fucking moment. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker right here. Finally, some fucking action. Like, motherfucker, go save somebody that got stabbed, or go fucking do something, bro. Like, go find the murderer. Like, go do something that actually fucking matters.
Go
There's
outside.
there's millions of people that take the MTA every day, and there's no way these motherfuckers are losing money because a few people every day hop the train. There's no way. It's impossible, bro. Like, it
It's a
doesn't make
fact,
any
bro.
fucking sense.
And
mind
the
you,
amount
it's
of
a
people
city
that
thing,
pay
so
for it, as opposed to the people that don't pay for it, is significantly more. Like, let's say
it's a
100
city thing,
people
though.
pay for it. Let's just say put that out there. Let's say 100 people pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
At least 93 to 90, like. Well, out of 100 people that take the MTA, that's what I was going to say. Out of 100 people that take it, right? It's a random number. 93 to 95 of those people are paying for it. 5 to 7 people are hopping it. Those 5 to 7 people that are hopping it is not going to significantly cut down on, like, that much for y'all to be like, yo, now we got to bring the cops in here to enforce the fare and fucking, like, come on.
Bro, remember, the MTA is what? Isn't that city property?
They get paid.
New York City property, right? Okay. When we're working and we get our checks, what the fuck comes out of our check? New York State and New York City fucking taxes. So we're paying for the fucking MTA already, and these motherfuckers are attacking us because we fucking hop
Still
it.
charging us.
Yeah, not only are they charging us, which I get it, fine, y'all gotta make some kind of money because that's all y'all fucking care about. Don't fucking make that big of a deal because somebody hopped the fucking train. Or because somebody's not wearing their mask on the train and they're fucking vaccinated, like they fucking did the other day. Jumped some poor guy that was going home from work because he didn't have a mask on. Mind you, he's fucking vaccinated. Like, what is the point of getting the vaccine if you're still gonna force us to do the same thing that people who aren't vaccinated or have to do? Doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But
Sure.
I don't think cops should be
Makes
I don't think cops should be wasting their time with shit like petty shit like that when it's not helping anybody but their fucking ego. Like nobody fucking cares.
I was gonna say that's the main point where I feel like a lot of people become cops. It's a power trip.
It is.
You know,
Because they couldn't make it anywhere else, and now they have all this power.
Yeah, you were probably a cornball that got bullied in school, couldn't get by. You were doing corny shit probably all your life, and then you realized, oh, it's actually pretty fucking easy to be a cop. Let me just be a cop so I can legally be a dickhead to everybody else. And if there's ever a moment where I'm caught in the heat of the moment and somebody dies, I know that I'm gonna get defended by the state, by police have a union. We're gonna get defended by everybody and their mama. So
Yeah, I just zoned out.
I thought your camera had frozen, bro. That's how still you were.
Nah, it's funny you say that because I watched a video earlier today that a cop made about how hard it was to become a cop before and how easy it is now to become a cop. Is like anybody can, pretty much people who become cops now are people who got rejected in the field that they wanted to be in, people who don't really have much else to do, but you know they have that sense of like, oh, I want to rule over people, and they just become fucking cops. Like it's so easy now. It's literally a
yeah.
straight.
Some of the people that I went to high school with who were like actual dickheads are now in the NYPD.
Of course, they don't.
And yeah, I don't really like speak outwardly on the police and stuff like that on social media, so I don't really have a way to like argue with me about it. But I make it very well known that I don't really fuck with the cops like that, man. And if you're in favor of the police, that's cool. Also, fuck you, but that's cool.
No, like we need people there to like, you know, keep things safe
Right.
and make sure things are in order. But like this is not what they're doing. They're abusing, like it's always an abuse of power. Yeah, like that's when it gets to the point where it's like just like
Also, when people talk about how like, oh, you know, it's just one bad apple in this whole thing, but you're continuing to let that bad apple grow there.
Yes,
Which means that which I forgot, like you hear this all the time.
Or
and like,
how about this? If it's one bad apple and there's so many bad apples, cut the tree down.
that's the issue. They don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't.
If you
They
have
don't
a
want
tree
to.
that's continuously producing bad apples, what are you doing?
Bro.
There's
And
no
that's the thing,
no
like,
neutral
people-
ground in this. If you're not helping the situation, then you're enabling the people to continue to do something bad because you're
Yep.
not stopping them and you're not
Let's
holding them. Again, a big word that was in last week's episode that it's ongoing. Accountability. If there's no accountability taken and you're not pressing for that to be taken, if you're not against what they're doing, then all you're doing is being more not lenient, but you're just enabling them to be able to continue to do it because nobody's trying to hold them accountable for these things.
Let's go back to what happened in the George Floyd situation, where people are like, oh, but they didn't do anything, this and that, and that's the fucking problem. They let this motherfucker kill this man in front of them, and they didn't do anything just because that was their fucking partner. I don't give a fuck if you're killing somebody in front of me and I know you that you're in the fucking wrong.
I don't care
You're
if you
getting
got 5,
taken
10,
off.
15 years in the
I don't give a
force, nigga,
fuck.
you're getting your ass laid out, my
Yes,
nigga.
and
Let me
you're
lose
getting
my job,
handcuffs,
that's
too.
fine, but I promise you, the repercussions that'll come after that, bro, you're gonna be alright.
But think about that though, how crazy it is losing your job because you're upholding the rights that you fucking pledged, like you fucking pretty much not sold your soul to this, but like this is what you're there to do, fucking uphold
right,
our
Project.
rights.
Project says there's rarely one cop on a scene, so if there was just one, why isn't the other one stopping them?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Let him-
And the messed up thing is that if a cop does detain another cop or reports another cop, then that
GG.
reporting cop is then shunned by the rest of the precinct because they're like, "Oh, you're a rat.
Gang.
Okay.
You're a cop.
I don't care.
Your job is to report that stuff, whether it's internal or external.
They can't fire me because I'm
How are you
doing
gonna
my
call
job.
a rat?
And regardless,
Yes.
what ends up happening, you will get a
Cops
different
are
partner.
legal snitches. You are there to snitch, even on your own people.
Anybody that's breaking the fucking law, they're not above the law. Like I don't get where the fuck the cops got this
Right. They're not
it's
above the
like
law.
they're
They're
above the law.
representatives of the law. They're upholders of the law, but they're not above the law. They have to follow the same law that we do.
They're public servants, bro. Like that's in their title. They're fucking public servants. They serve the public,
Mm.
and they treat us like they fucking rule the public, which they fucking don't.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Police.
It's not even that. Like they just gotta get there. They just gotta have a better system, bro. Like
Accountability,
it's too
bro.
easy to be. It's too easy to become a cop. Like you're giving people a fucking gun and weapons that can easily kill anybody. And I don't think. Well, then again, we are in a country where you can just have an ID and go buy a fucking gun in the states that allow it. So like,
also,
you
we're,
know-
we're apparently in a country where, when you're in the process of being tried, for murder, they let you close your eyes and put your hand in a box and let you choose jurors that way. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that video earlier of the case or the whole thing that's going on with Kyle Rittenhouse. But yeah, there's a lot going on. If we go into that in today's episode, we'll be here for hours. So yeah, that's this is a funny country we live in.
it's frustrating, bro. Why is it safer? Why is it deemed safer for us, or why are we more suitable to own a gun at 18 but not drink at 18
So
or
fast.
smoke at 18?
Because we got guns, nigga.
Like apparently it's safer to own a gun than it is to have a fucking beer.
When has having a beer and having a gun ever ended well for anybody?
It hasn't, but the fact that you can buy a gun while you're pretty much right out of high school,
It's a fact, bro. They also,
and you
they
can't
also,
drink till you pretty much finish college.
Oh,
technically.
Depending on your birthday, the time of year of your birthday. If you have an early birthday like me, you hit 18 at the second semester of your senior year.
There you go. Yo, I got guns, nigga. What you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
There's also
Legally too.
let's not forget that instead of changing the age to be able to buy a gun or even any type of laws for it, what was more important to this country was to make it so that instead of buying cigarettes at 18, you have to be 21 now to buy cigarettes.
21.
That's what's important. Not making people go through more not strenuous, rigorous
Background checks.
Background
maybe.
checks, the thing for for buying a gun. They're like, no, that's not important. What's important is you should be 21 if you're gonna smoke a cigarette.
So you're telling me these motherfuckers, when you apply for a job, not check your social media to see who the fuck you are, bro. A fucking person who selling guns can't fucking do the same thing.
Also, with the way
I
they're
agree.
going up,
It should be a thing. Their social media everything should be checked.
It's public. It's public
Even
information. You have it out
their
there.
associates. Look into
So
their
fact.
associates. If their associates are known for getting into different like assault charges or anything like that, it could be that this person is just getting the weapons for them because they have a quote unquote clean record.
fucking
But if they were
retarded,
strict their gun laws,
bro.
I don't know.
It's fucking
It's
dumb.
ridiculous, bro. Doesn't make any sense.
hmm But hey, man, so Kyle went to go clean up with his AR-15.
It wasn't even his gun. That's a crazy thing.
Right.
It's a fact.
Are all these
Yeah.
Columbine shooters white?
That is a good question.
Because they know they're
Why?
invincible in the U.S., bro. I remember my boy not too long ago.
All
I
the
forgot,
school shooters are white.
you remember the situation that
But they're
happened
not
with
terrorists.
the dude that shot up the church in South Carolina a couple years ago? That he killed like 9 people or something like that. Bro, on his way to the precinct,
Burger King.
yeah, they stopped to buy this nigga food, and then like when they tried him, he was obviously getting tried for murder, but they didn't like what's it called him, like it didn't go through. Then I had one of my boys respond to me on my Instagram post that I made about that, not my post, on my story, where he was just like, "Oh, bro, but you got to remember, different states have different laws when it comes to stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. You know, it's cool to murder somebody in South Carolina and you get Burger King, you get escorted to the police, you know, but." And then he was like, "Yo, but it's not a race thing." I'm like, "Yo, bro, a nigga literally weeks after that in South Carolina, a black dude got fucking shot, literally going up to his fucking door, opening up his door of his own house that's under his name. His family was inside his house. So what the fuck are you talking about? This isn't a fucking race thing, my nigga. It's absolutely a race thing. This is the most racist country in the world. What are you talking about? Like, yes, America is the potluck, you could say, of all these different races and countries, but it's also the most racist.
Everything, but we all hate each other.
Yeah, so it's like, you can't.
Which makes no sense.
What I was saying, Sam, was the situation with that dude, the South Carolina, the church shooter. You know, they stopped for Burger King on the way over there, cool. So, you know, my boy hits me up when off my Instagram story. He was like, "Oh, bro, but you got," which is the most stupidest fucking reasoning that he had for this shit. Was the first thing he said that came out of his mouth was, "Oh, bro, but you gotta understand, different states have different laws for this thing." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. Apparently, you can murder somebody in South Carolina and get away with it, because that's exactly what the cops did to a black dude a couple weeks after that happened in the same state. He was going into his own home under his own name, his house. His family was inside of the house. It was the nighttime. He was literally opening his door with his keys that were in his hand. The cops shot him dead, and obviously the cops got to walk away free because, you know, obviously." But yeah, it's not a race thing. Accidents. It's definitely not a race thing, you know. Also, the guy that murdered all those people in the church had an illegal firearm that you're not even supposed to carry in the United States, even if you're in special forces. You're not supposed to openly carry assault rifles, whatever they call those weapons. 'Cause that nigga definitely shot that church up with an AK. But apparently that's cool, you know, in the same state where my guy was telling me that, you know, they have different laws for these kind of stuff, bro. Shut the fuck up, my nigga. You're one of those people that are enabling that shit to keep going.
Apparently today, rapper Young Dolph was shot and killed as well.
Yep.
I don't know who Young Dolph is, but rest in peace.
Neither do I.
You need to cut it. You remember that song?
Oh, that's him?
Yes, sir.
Vaguely.
Yeah, that was him. He got funny enough, real quick to wrap this up. See, he said it sucks because that was his hometown too, Memphis, where he's from. So, you know,
Memphis is a dangerous city.
Like most rappers are killed in their hometowns.
That's what I was about to say, bro. Niggas be hating,
stay in the hood. They stay in the hood.
You do stay in the hood, and like, you know, bro, that's the thing that sucks about like our communities. People are never gonna succeed this way. If you see somebody else getting money, making money, I'm pretty sure Young Dolph gave back a lot of fucking money to his community. And then what they fucking 21 Savage.
To be fair, all right. So Nipsey, that was fucked up because he definitely puts a lot of effort and energy into his own community and stuff like that. What it is, though, I feel like there's a lot of people. They're going to these artists or whatever, and they're looking for like opportunities to also make it out the hood, you know. Sure, it's to like ride the coattails or clout chase, whatever. And they're instead of like sure, you may not like want that particular individual to like join your bandwagon or whatever, you know. But they're making it like, oh no, fuck out of here, like find your own hustle, like get out of here, like, and then it's more or less like a retaliation thing, like, oh damn, so you just gonna violate me like that? Like I'm trying to be like you. Like, what if somebody had the same attitude towards you? Like, and then they go and they clip these people.
It's true, but I feel like most of the time the cases that they were just hating, my nigga. Like, that's corny. That's corny behavior. Like 21, not too long ago, I think I might have like brought it up, you know, vaguely in a different episode. What the 21 had done like a show or a thing for where he grew up in Atlanta. Bro, that dude gave back like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Literally, like
First of all, Sir 21 Savage is a London resident.
Whatever the fuck. He grew up in Atlanta. So bro, literally after he got done finished the show, they go
Wait,
over
mate.
to where
21 muskets on your ass.
the where that shit happened. That they literally broke into his car and stole all his belongings. Mind you, his part was like in a gated thing, separated from everybody else's stuff. It wasn't like in a regular parking lot, obviously. Like, and they knew it was his car because obviously they saw him roll up in it. But that's pretty much the reason why they broke into that shit. Yeah, bro. You see, it's like you try to progress yourself, and then you try to help the place where you came from be better for the people that come after you, and they still do you dirty in the end.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What would I say?
I don't
Fuck
know.
the community you grew up in.
That's what a lot of
Fuck
people
'em.
do when they make money. They get the fuck
Fuck
out
'em.
of there and they don't ever come back.
Fuck them.
And I don't blame
Fuck,
them. I can't even blame them, bro.
fuck.
I can't be mad at them.
I say support the community that you move into.
I say support
That's
the
it.
community that helped you. A lot of the times when we grew up in these communities, like, yo, can't tell you how many times you could tell like a family member or somebody you grew up with, oh, I do this, that, I do that now, and it's just like, oh, this nigga think he this nigga think he that. All right, cool.
Right.
Then when it blows up, oh, that's my boy from. No, I'm not your boy. I don't know you. Don't talk to me. You're not cool. No, stop it.
And I forget who I was talking to about this, but we're talking, and it's about like belittling other people's like businesses and dreams. We're just trying to move away from that. So like some microaggressions towards things like that is like when you're like talking to somebody, and then they go, "Oh, how's your little business going?" It's like my
Bro,
little business.
I hate that shit
Like,
with a passion, bro.
You're demeaning, you're belittling what I do. It's not a little business. It's actually a thriving business that's constantly growing. Like, it's not shrinking in any way. It's growing. So it's not little. No, it's doing its thing. So like saying things like that, and addressing people when they do mention what you do, your passions, and addressing them when they say things like that is very important. So for everybody out there who has like a little hustle that they're doing, I just did it myself. See, for everybody who has a hustle that they're doing, a business that you're trying to develop and grow, don't let anybody belittle it. And if they do, check them on it.
Fact.
Absolutely check them on it, because it's important to you, and it doesn't matter if you're starting out or you've already been doing it. No matter what, that business is not little to you.
Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
That's a fact.
Yeah, just
Prioritize you and yourself.
protect yourself,
Protect
defend yourself and what you love and cherish and believe in. And don't keep the people around that belittle it.
Simple as that.
Like I recently got into contact with somebody, like reconnected with somebody. I was like, "Oh yeah, how's your little photography business going?" And I was like, "So my business is going great.
Oh my god.
Don't address it as my little photography business anymore." And actually, you know what? I'm actually really turned off by that. So bye. And they're like, "Wow, really? Like, oh, you acted mad, like uppity now." Yeah,
Like, nah, because you being disrespectful to something that my passion is in.
right.
I put time and work and
hard
effort
for it.
into. Yeah.
I sweat. I stress.
But to you, it's this little thing. It's this whatever thing to you.
Right. Like, I've lost sleep because of this. I've made money because of it. I've
But let me
purchased.
guess.
I paid bills with this.
Let me guess. Sometime down the line, you want my little business to do a shoot for you, right? To
Right.
shoot your wedding, to shoot your baby shower, your birthday, or yeah. But it's my little business. That's my little business.
Exactly.
That shit out of here, my nigga.
So,
Fuck out of here.
yeah.
And on that note, I have to be out.
Yeah, Brody, you go. Yep, we're gonna end it. It was great talking to you guys, of course. Every week we converge like the Justice League.
This is our Hall of Justice right here.
Right. To everybody in the chats, our individual chats, you know, I got Project here. I know you got like Randy in yours, Juhrownee. I don't know. I haven't seen yours, Alpha, but I do have you tabbed up. But everybody that's there in the chats, thank you for joining us for the live recording of the podcast. And then a message to you viewers who are let's do some feature talk, right? So the viewers who are now watching the the episode on YouTube. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
hopefully you subscribe, you like the video, and
I like button. There's not gonna be no more dislike buttons on YouTube. GG's.
Let us know what you guys
I think
want us
that's a
to talk
bad idea,
about.
but
That's all about you hate the video
Right.
by hitting the like button.
drop comments in the
Let us know what you guys
comment
if you
section.
guys want us to talk about anything. We take live questions from the chat every week.
Yeah.
every week.
And we interact a lot. We want to interact with y'all on YouTube too. So if you guys want us to talk about anything specific, even though these episodes only go up once a week, because that's all we do is once a week, but still that's fine. We have more than enough time to talk about it in the next following week's episode. So let us know. You guys have 6 days after the video goes up to ask us anything, and we definitely will have time to circle back to it in a future episode.
For the people in the chat currently now, you can. Nope, I was wrong. Tried to be a lot more fluid with that. You can join the We Be Chattin Podcast Discord channel, and then we'll also leave it in a link in the description of the YouTube video that we'll be dropping. Which in every video that we drop, a link to all of our channels, Twitters and such like that is there too. So go follow us there too.
So you can keep up with your boys.
I share some pretty wild shit sometimes, and I pretty much say some really dumb shit too.
I do all that shit all the time. That's
All the
fact.
time.
Yeah. I feel like I say some pretty entertaining things, and it goes over very minimally. Like get the little and, that's good enough for me.
Bro, listen. As long as you get the joke off, that's all that matters.
It's gold. And then when I actually for whatever reason, if I do make it big in life, and then people go back to my tweets and stuff, it's actually funny. Damn.
Cancel Mugen.
We don't go fuck what you guys think about our past. Worry about who we are now, motherfuckers.
It's a fact.
I'm still a piece of shit.
It's a fact. I just continue to have a better sense of humor every year. So I still suck. I still ain't shit. But yeah, whatever.
I guess
What was it that our Lord and Savior Future said? Long as my bitches love me. That's all that matters. Yeah. Yo, we out of here, y'all.
All right, bro. Peace, guys.
Bye.
Okay.